let's finally get into the game.
本製品は18歳未満の方はプレイすることができません。
I forgot that
こ
I
の
also
作
have
品
to
はフィク
change
ションです。登場する人物名、団体名、地名、
actually I can just
設定
copy
な
it
どは
over.
すべて架空のものであり、実在するものとは一切関係ありません。
And then
本製品のすべては
I need to
株式会社ユノス
find
の著作物です。本製
There
品
you
の
are.
一部または全部を無断で複製、改変、録音、賃貸、疑似レンタル、配布、配信などすることを禁じます。本製品は日本国内向け
Oh
作品です。
no.
ジャパンセールスオンリーだ。よろしく頼む。ゆずソフト。天使創造リブート。
What I do need to change though is you being small. You know, a lot of things transferred over pretty easily. Like most of the other scenes on my OBS or my assets. But for some reason, the chroma key didn't transfer over. And let me pause the music first. And well, the aspect ratio definitely transferred over. No. The thing with the problem with the aspect ratio is that now there's a problem with verticality instead of horizontality. Sure. Either way, last time we played through Warrior's Route, fucking Christ, did it like what even happened? I mean, I know what happened, but like what even happened? Right? It's like, okay, Oria's got tech troubles, so we come over to help her solve her tech troubles. I will say, this is one of those routes where I feel the 18 plus patch will service it really well. Right? It will definitely do more. It will definitely do. It's definitely more required, I should say. Right? Because sure, you could say that the H scenes in every route is required. Right? I understand that, but you can still play through Amane and Noah's route without without needing the H scenes to get the full story. With Aurier's route, though, that doesn't seem like the case. And the problem is, I feel like that H scene, I say that H scene, but I mean, you saw it in the VOD, right? You saw the VOD thumbnail, and that is probably a H scene that they play through, that they play a lot in Aurier's route. And the problem is that I can't show it because I'm streaming it. Like, brother, what about me? I'm playing through, and even in fact, even if I was only recording this and I was actually able to have the 18 plus patch in the game, because I would always be able to cut it out, it's the fact that I would have to cut it out. And, well, you know, let's just, let's just go through it. Alright. Big problem. Ori has 1 CG. Same with Fumika. And, it just... I hope that the SDCGs will carry in the side character routes, because let's just say I'm sick of having the thumbnail be the character with a certain pose in a certain background. And I mean, I know, I try my best to have it be relevant to the title, but like, yeah. Either way, that's enough rambling on. Again. And let's get right into it. Now, another thing is that I was worried when I transferred Angelic Chaos over to this PC that the save files would have stayed in the other PC, because a little fact, what's the word? I don't remember, but a little interesting piece of knowledge, I guess, is that Ren'Py, you know Ren'Py, the software that the visual novel software that most people use for making visual novels. Well, that makes a save file in your app data instead of in the actual folder of the game. So if you ever, try to play your visual your Ren'Py visual novel on a different computer, you'll notice that you don't have any save files. Fortunately, this is not Ren'Py, but I was still worried that that might be the case. But no, that isn't. There is a physical folder in the Angelic Chaos folder that's called save data, and it has the thumbnails of the save files and the save files, and some Kirikiri stuff, because that's the engine of the game. But either way, that was another thing. But let's get right into it, and actually get right into it. But if we go to the beach, we'll probably be back home pretty late. Are you gonna be okay? I say as I look up at the train route map. I try to be careful to not give off the impression that I have some ulterior motive.
姫様は泊まりになるかもしれないとおっしゃってたので。
Okay. So she'll probably go home to an empty apartment. I wish I could stay with her. Well, you could always ask. I don't mean that in a weird way, of course. Oh my god. Of course. I was glad that when I complained in the last stream that Riku bringing up every fucking second sentence that what he said to Orie makes him sound like a creep. he immediately stopped doing that as soon as I commented on it. And now, the next fucking stream, he immediately starts doing it again. Like, god damn it. What a coincidence, you know? But like, seriously, shut the fuck up. Let's go. Oh, do you want to try paying the train fare with your phone? Hey, you need to train her to buy train tickets. Her eyes positively sparkle as she gets her first chance to use what she learned. She tries to play cool, but it's really cute how excited she is about this. Having successfully used her phone to pass through the ticket gate, Orie turns back and beams triumphantly at me. I simply nod, still in awe that such an adorable girl could ever exist. The beach season had just started when we came back last time. When we came last time. If only it only gets busier and busier now that summer is in full swing. Orie seems impressed seeing the coast teeming with people having fun. And now, what should we do? We're not gonna get an spoiler alert, we're not gonna get an option for what we should do. Orie probably knows what she wants to do. We're just gonna have to go with it. As I look around, I notice Orie's gaze fixated on the things that people passing by are carrying. Want to have some shaved ice? We could try some if you want. Let's go. I buy a large shaved ice and get two spoon straw thingies. I figure it'll be better to share between the two of us. See? Like I said, the SDCGs will carry. I take a seat and watch Orie dig into the shaved ice immediately. What do you think? You like it? You know, I would think getting two shaved ice of different flavors would be better, right? Like, don't you wanna try out various flavors? Don't you want Orie to try out various flavors? Even though here's the thing, right? This game constantly brings up how shaved ice doesn't really have different flavors, it's just the same flavor, and the only reason you think they have different flavors is because you're associating the color with the flavor. Now here's the thing, right? Orie and Kaguya are from different worlds. Why does it work with them? And don't tell me it's because the writers didn't think that far ahead, alright? It's clearly because the fruits associated with those colors exist in their world too. Even though there's no evidence that they do. Oh wait, you shouldn't eat it so fast. No one's trying to get you with magic. Let's just brain freeze it. It's what happens when you eat cold stuff too fast. You don't have ice cream in your world? Well, if it's like how it is in history, considering their world technologically seems a bit behind in some aspects, right? And ice cream used to be for the wealthy, right? It used to be for rich people because those were the only people who could afford ice cream. And Aurier... Actually, no, I don't think that applies. Because I think Kaguya is pretty fucking rich. I don't know, maybe she's rich in relation to our world, but not so much their world. Right? I don't know. Oh, why don't you do that again? Why did you do that again? Are you a masochist? Don't worry, she'll get used to it. Just as I thought she was about to pout at... just as I thought she was about to pout at me, she swiftly takes the other spoon. Huh? I accept being fed, while appreciating just how cute and transparent the gesture is. The cold flavor spreads throughout my mouth, and I can't help but grin. Aurier, are you trying to... This is bad. I know what she's trying to do, but I can't help myself. And as she keeps shoveling shaved ice into my mouth... Oh, crap. Listen, all I'm saying is... You will never... You won't catch me lacking. Even if I get braid freeze, I'm not showing it. A triumphant Aurier hands over the spoon to me. I don't take it, instead reaching out for hers. And then I scoop up a bit of shaved ice. Here, open wide. You were laughing at me, right? Here it comes. Say, Two can play that game. Her cheeks flush as I turn the tables on her. She picks up my spoon, scoops up some more shaved ice, then presents it to me. It seems like we're in for a brain freeze battle. Hang on a minute. With that face, it feels like you're trying to poison me. Aurier Lewak is not a woman to be trifled with. You had to use her full name, didn't you? Oh. We both eat scoop some more and feed the other. We repeat the cycle until... At the same time, too? Damn, Riku. I thought you'd build up a tolerance to this. We both groan in pain. The people around stare at us, seemingly entertained by what they think is a young innocent couple. Well, I'm waiting for someone to point it out so that both of you get self-conscious about what you're doing and stop doing it. Not because not because I don't think it's cute, because it is cute that they're feeding each other, but because I want them to get flustered over the fact that they're feeding each other. None of us could back away from this battle. Yeah, but like, why Aurier sound like that? Why do her groans sound kind of sexual? That's what I'm saying. I mean, I didn't say it outright, but like, you know, you caught on to what I was trying to say. Between my throbbing head and my beating heart, I feel like I'm about to explode. Okay, well, I'm not gonna moan more like a girl now that you've said it, but just picture that I did. Maybe actually don't picture that I did. Now you're gonna get it. She's not a masochist. She's a sadist. This has become a full-on battle of wills, and the shaved ice dwindles just like our reason. Yeah, Looks like a draw. Ugh.
というか何の勝負ですか？
Well, you say it's a draw, but Aria had 2 brain freezes before she started feeding you, and you had 1 brain freeze before you started feeding her. So, if you both had brain freezes at the same time after that, you won. By 1. Don't ask me. I just didn't want to listen. I just didn't want to lose.
何ですかそれ？バカバカしい。
You're the one who started it.
意地っ張り。
That goes for the 2 of us.
ですね。
The 2 of us burst into laughter. I down the last of the shaved ice, get brain freeze, and throw the container into the garbage while Aurier rubs my back. What? After that, we take a stroll by the coast, while trying to avoid the swimming areas with lots of people. We spend the day looking for driftwood and the like floating onto the coast. And we also look for pretty pieces of glass, and she sells fuck it. It's not even the tongue twister, and I just default to I default to seashells in the sand. Aurea was thoroughly spooked by a mischievous sea cucumber suddenly moving before her eyes at one point. We both got a good time. Both have a good time together. Also, they said glass. I mean, I don't appreciate glass on the beach. All right, even though glass is from sand, even though it's more silica, but you know most people associate glass and sand together, right? When I think of glass on the beach, when I think of how did they say pieces of glass on the beach? I'm thinking of broken pieces and potential cuts. So I guess I'm glad that they're not barefoot.
夕焼けが綺麗ですね。
It sure is. The 2 of us sit by the coast and watch the sunset together.
一日が終わります。
Yeah,
終わりがこんなに惜しいのは初めてです。
same here. I glance at her from the side. The way her profile glows under the sunset. Under the sunset sun. Under the setting sun? Under the sunset. Not sunset sun. And her long eyelashes flutter in the wind like takes my breath away. I want to stay with her forever. I really wish this moment could last forever. Oreo turns her face to face me. I see her look into my eyes before turning her attention to the horizon again. There's that silence again. But it's a charged silence, filled with expectation. We're not looking at each other, but I can feel we're both conscious.
なんだかちょっと暑いですね。
She tries taking off her jacket, but she has some difficulty. Unlucky. I think about offering to help, but wonder if it'd be weird. Shut up. Take the fucking hint, man.
脱いでもまだ少し暑いですね。
She manages to take off the jacket and folds it on her arm when I noticed a white something slip out of it. It almost falls to the sand, but I managed to grab it. Oreo, you dropped this. You dropped this.
ありがとうございます。
I hand the little folded white cloth to Oreo. It feels soft like silk. That's not the handkerchief, is it?
はい、ケープです。内ポケットから落ちてしまったみたいですね。
Cape. A cape? Interesting.
上着の代わりに冷装として身につける時があるので携帯してます。
By cape, you mean like a scarf?
どちらかといえば肩掛けですね。姫様の好みで少し長いので。 こんな風な感じで。
Figuring it'd be easier to show me, Orie spreads it out. Brother. You couldn't have held it for like 10 more seconds. The cape flutters into the wind. A sudden sea breeze surges, ripping the cape out of her hand and toward the sea. Well, thankfully, it's not the same as Yorihime's shawl, where she is utterly powerless without it. Right? At least this time it's more decorative and, I guess, ceremonial. When I instinctively get up to try and reach out for it, I see something jump up from the corner of my vision. Orie drops her jacket and tries to go get it. She rushes to the water, chasing the floating cape, not caring about getting wet in her uniform. Orie, don't! I get up in a hurry and grab her by the shoulders. She turns to me, but her gaze shoots back at the ocean, unable to let it go. She sees the cape touch the water near us and gasps. Hold on to this. Hold on to this. I hand her my smartphone and wallet and run into the water. Okay, well, I mean, it's better to be safe than sorry, but the smartphone's definitely waterproof. Oh, water resistant. Enough that you don't need whatever. And I hold my breath and dive into the water. I mean, I say that, but I would probably also hand over my phone. Never mind. Slowly but surely, I swim towards the cape. Hopefully this time, when the protagonist goes to collect the route heroine's shawl, that he doesn't get caught in a riptide and will almost drown before being saved by the route heroine. Orie seems to be yelling something, but her voice is drowned out by the waves crashing into me. Get it? Drowned out. I'm almost there. I can almost touch it. Crap, I can't reach it. I was about to get it when a wave dragged it when a wave dragged it out of my grasp. But I'm not letting it get away. I swim with all of my strength and finally feel my fingers touch a piece of cloth. It's the cape. I grab onto it and don't let go. Good. I got it. Once I make sure it won't slip out of my grip, I swim back. Well, there wasn't any other issue other than the wave. So, you know, at least he wasn't about to drown. I made it back to the shore and Orie runs up to me while I try to get my breath back. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I got it. Imagine he didn't check that it was the cape and brings back like fucking... What would it be? Kelp. Let's go with the kelp. I hold out the cape, but Orie simply takes it and stares at me. Okay, Orie, I feel like your worry is a bit unconfounded, considering that nothing happened other than like a wave sweeping away the cape a bit more than. But like nothing happened. But at least with Orie, you know, he was about to fucking drown because he got caught in a riptide, getting her shawl. This time, like, no, you said it was from Kaguya or something, so I guess it was important. Was I wrong? Surprised by her angry reaction, I parried that back. And she finally looks down at the cape. Then back up to me. I mean, I get the worry, you know, like the cape isn't as important as Riku, right? But like, you know, nothing happened. So Yeah.
でも、替えが利くものです。ですがあなたは。
I know what she's trying to say. If I was in her position, I'd definitely prioritize her safety without thinking twice. I mean, yeah, you literally prioritize her safety by going into the ocean yourself instead of making her do it. I'm sorry. Actually, I don't know if she would do it.
謝るなら、最初からしないでください。こんなこと。
Sorry, I just, when I saw you chasing it, I felt I had to get it. I wasn't thinking, and then I was already swimming. Sorry for scaring you like that.
本当ですよ。
I just thought I could get it, you know. Orie. She doesn't respond, so I turn to look at her and then... Ah. Cute scene, I see. I see her hiding her face behind the scarf. You're gonna get your hair wet like that.
そっちよりマシです。
Oh. I hear her voice break and stop. Suddenly, I feel like the air is being drained out of my lungs. It's harder to breathe than back when I was struggling in the waves. I'm sorry. I really didn't mean to hurt you. I just...
違います。これは違います。
What does she mean? Her voice quivers, and it seems like she's in pain.
後悔してるんです。
Huh? Hearing the word regret is like getting hit by a brick in the head. No, this is not the moment to lose heart. I need to listen to what she has to say. What do you mean?
私のために頑張ってくれたあなたに感謝すべきなのに、私は怒ってしまった。ありがとうより先に責めてしまった。ひどいことをしてしまいました。
Orie. That's what she was worried about? Don't worry about it. I just did it because I wanted to.
だからです。あなたの純粋な行為を私は踏みにじってしまった。
It's okay.
あなたが海に消えていく瞬間、頭が真っ白になりました。手の中の希少品が重くて怖くて、ケープなんかのためにあなたを失いたくないって、ただそんなことで頭がいっぱいで。私なんかのためにこんな危険なことしちゃダメですよ。
I'm stunned speechless by her outburst. But I think I don't need to... But I think I don't need words right now. Orie, show me your face. She lowers the cape over her face even further. And so I grab her hand. You don't have to if you don't want to. But I want to see your face. All I managed to see through the veil is his eyes filled with remorse. She's begging to be forgiven. If you want to feel sorry for being impulsive, then I should do the same. I saw you chasing the cape, and then I wasn't thinking straight. Shut up, Siri. You said you wore it when you were serving Kaguya, so I figured it was something that meant a lot to you. I didn't ask you, and I jumped because I didn't want you to be sad. But I made you sad in the end because of that. Orie shakes her head in response. The water is still dripping down my face. I dove into the water for you. There's really no other reason. And I wouldn't blame you if you thought I was just being reckless. That's how much I care for you. If it happened again, I'm sure I'd do the same thing.
谷風さん。
It looks like a realization dawns across her face. I see it in her eyes. Orie,
はい。
do you remember when we helped that lost girl? After that, I started feeling drawn to you. I wanted to know more and talk more. Know you more and talk more. Wait.
バックログ画面だ。
I wanted to know you more and talk more, sure. And then I wanted to see your smile all the time. I started wanting you to be happy. Because I love you. It's a shame that I started on the because I love you. She looks up at me wide-eyed. It's like time itself stopped around us and our emotions scattered away. But gradually, she comes back. The surprise fades from her face and she looks up at me.
気持ちは嬉しいです。
Right. I can't help but force a bit of smile as I hear her answer. Yeah, I guess it must be awkward to hear this out of nowhere. Sorry. I just felt like I had to for some reason. I shouldn't have.
私も谷風さんが好きです。
Uh-huh.
なのに、なんで終わるみたいな感じになってるのですか？
Well, when people say they're happy to know how you feel, that's usually a nice way to reject.
そんなこっちの常識は知りません。私はこの世界の人じゃないから。
I mean, yeah, that's a good excuse.
谷風さんならよく知ってますよね。
She does make a fair point. Oh, right. Yes, she's an outsider. She's a wonderful girl who doesn't fit the molds I'm so used to.
だから勝手に決めないでください。変なところで後ろ向きなのは谷風さんの悪い癖です。
Do any of the girls fit the mold that he's used to?
私は谷風さんが好きです。
Actually, I shouldn't be thinking about other girls in this scene.
谷風陸さんが好きなんです。間違えないでください。
Yeah, I know now. Thank you. I'm so happy. A warm feeling fills my chest.
そう、好きみたいなんです。
Whoa, lost your nerve.
だってしょうがないじゃないですか。今話しててはっきりと自覚したんですから。
I forgot you're pretty shy sometimes.
いじめないでください。
Forget you're
バッ
pretty.
クログ画面だ。
I forget you're pretty shy sometimes. She fidgets with the scarf on her head. God, she's adorable. It makes me want to tease her. But no. There's something I need to do first. Orie,
はい。
I want to go out if possible. I want to be your boyfriend.
そんなにはっきりと言わなくても。いえ、言葉にした方がいいですね。私の場合は。
She takes a deep breath before responding.
谷風陸さん。私、オリエ・ルバクとお付き合いをしてください。私の特別な人に、恋人になってください。
She's showing such courage to not leave anything unclear. I just want to hold her in my arms. But I have to meet her halfway. Yes, I want you to be my girlfriend too. I love you, Orie Lewak. How formal. Is that okay?
はい。これからよろしくお願いいたします。
I'll do my best to make you happy.
なんだか仕事みたいですね。
That's what I'm saying. It also doesn't help that your scarf is acting like a veil in this situation. I was thinking the same thing actually.
でも、はっきりと言えて安心しました。
Me too.
はっきり言ってもらえて嬉しかったです。
Me too.
さっきからお礼もばっかりです。
Me too. I mean, well, we're like-minded, okay?
わかりました。そういうことにしておきます。
Thanks. We share some laughter, but it slowly peters out as we stare into each other's eyes. Even though I'm staring through her scarf at her into her eyes. It's like we're both being pulled by something beyond words. I gently lift her veil. See? Even he sees it as a veil. Orie. She replies by closing her eyes and leaning forward. And that's all I need. I kiss her. Her warmth and soft lips touch mine.
ちょっとしょっぱいですね。
I did take a dive into the sea a while ago.
ありがとうございます。
Huh? Did you like the kiss? Did you like the kiss that much?
ケープを取ってきてくれたことです。
Oh.
キスが嬉しいなんて言うまでもないことじゃないですか。
Huh? What is this? She is so adorable that my heart is gonna burst. One more time.
聞かなくていいですよ。好きなだけどうぞ。私も好きなだけします。
We keep kissing without either of us willing to stop. The salty aftertaste of the seawater fades, making her warmth and softness come through with more intensity. Her soft plump lips feel like heaven.
谷風さん、一ついいですか？これ、やめ時ってあるんですか？
I don't know.
困りましたね。
Maybe.
本当に困りました。
Yeah. We laugh together, gaze into each other's eyes, and kiss again. It feels ticklish, but I can't stop.
では、完全に潮の香りが消えたらやめましょう。
Deal. But hang on a minute. Listen, Orie. I know you've tried it before, but like, isn't it better to get used to salty tastes in your mouth coming from your boyfriend? Never mind. I'm impressed at how composed Orie is, even at a time like this. But how do we describe the scent of salt water? How do we decide that the scent of salt water is gone? I only realize that depending on her by the time I only realize that depends on her by the time my lips feel like they're on fire. We part the kiss and look at the ocean shoulder to shoulder. My clothes are dry now, but there are other reasons I don't feel like going home. We're both in a little bit of a hot mood, so we try to sit down and relax together before going anywhere. But it's not working. My heart is still pounding. Orie?
これからどうするべきなのでしょうか？
Oh, well, you don't need to feel like we have to do anything else right now.
関係？
Yeah, just because we're a couple now, it doesn't mean we have to rush to have sex or anything. I don't think that's what she was getting at.
そういう。
Uh-huh.
私が考えていたのは、姫様に何と言えばいいかわからないということで。
Yeah, you know, I feel like that's a more important thing to... that's a more important issue to worry about. Considering, well, I already brought up that they had a lot of H scenes. I mean, I don't know if they had a lot of H scenes, but the thumbnail that I used is from a H scene. So, you know, they did stuff together already. You know, they didn't have sex, but, you know, they already did stuff together. So, like, you know. Oh, right. She's more used to the sex part, the H scene part, than the, you know, telling Kaguya that she's interested in a boy, and even worse so, dating him. Sorry, I think I'm getting a little ahead of myself.
いえ、でも、私のことを大事にしてくれてるということですし、嬉しいです。
I'm plenty embarrassed though. Well, my clothes are dry already. Wanna get going?
そうですね。はい。
We wipe the sand off our clothes and I extend a hand to Orie. I want to hold hands on the way back home.
それは、こちらの世界のセオリーですか？
Kinda, yeah. I just want to hold your hand. Here.
はい。わかりました。
No, holding hands is kind of a thing that couples do. We hold hands. There's still some sand sticking to our hands, but I stopped carrying almost immediately as we set off.
谷風さん、今日は一日ありがとうございました。
Yeah, thank you too.
それと、これからよろしくお願いします。
Right. I feel like we've done this a few times already.
もっと別に話すことあるはずですよね。
Yeah. Even as we stand in front of the apartment building, we try to keep talking to push saying goodbye further back. I want to be together more. Kaguya won't be home tonight. It would just be the two of us. Orie.
はい。
I really want to be with you even more, but I'll go home for now.
そうですか。シャワーだけでもと思いましたが。
Okay, well, he wants to do more than just shower, alright? Nah, I don't have a change of clothes into. I don't have clothes to change into. And I don't think I could control myself if I went in there.
わかりました。大事にしてくれてるんですね。
I mean, of course.
はい。ありがとうございます。
Should I just accept her thanks and go? Maybe I should go to her place and stay for a bit. No, but... this is too difficult for a virgin like me.
このままではお別れできそうにないので、きっかけを。
Okay. Still nervous, I kiss her again. Well, good night.
おやすみなさい。谷風さん。大好きです。
Oh, I love you too.
では、ここで。
Orie leaves, but not before her smile is seared into my mind. Needless to say, I stay incredibly pent up for the rest of the night.
天使創造リブート。
It's been a few days since I started dating Orie. I still can't believe I really have a girlfriend. And her name is Orie Lawak. I still don't remember how to pronounce her name. Oh, I never knew how to pronounce her name. I know what happened wasn't a lie, but I still feel butterflies in my stomach when I think about it. She's been busy with Kaguya, so we haven't been able to see each other since, but we've had a few video calls. I wonder if our relationship will feel more real the more we meet and the more we kiss. The more we kiss. We really kissed.
お兄、普通に飲んでほしいんですけど。
You're still thinking about that hour-long kiss they had on the beach? Huh? Mama's left for work and Amane glares at me as we eat breakfast.
最近ずっとにやけてるから不気味。
Crap. Putting the cup to my lips brought back memories and I couldn't help but smile. That's rude. I'm just in a good mood.
朝から？どんだけいいことがあったらそんな。あ、全童貞の夢であるエロ明晰夢を見れるようになった？
I didn't even know that was a thing.
訓練すると夢だって自覚できるようになって夢の中でやりたい放題できるやつ。
Damn, that sounds sweet. I wish I could do that. Yeah, me too.
あ、でも今のお兄ってそういう夢見て嬉しいの？生殺し感ない？
It really pisses me off when you pretend to care. And it'd be cool at least.
そういうものなんだ。
Why are you even talking about this? Why are we even talking about this?
お兄が変な顔しなければ済む話。
Yeah, I get it. I'm so happy it shows on my face. I need to keep it together. But my little pal down there is still far from cured. You really needed to bring that up, huh? Still, guess I'll have to try harder. I have to go back to normal. I mean, I have to think about my future with Aurier and be ready for it. But I need to be able to perform for that, right? If I can get it up on my own, I bet I could blow some more loads. Just thinking back at... I bet I could blow so many loads just thinking back to that kiss, brother.
お兄、そろそろマジで怖いんだけど。
Sorry. It's definitely a little early to be thinking about that stuff. Well, you don't need to worry about trying to hide the boner because you'll never get it in the first place. You didn't get one in the first place. That night, I head to Aurier and Kagi's apartment. My main objective is to spend time with Aurier, naturally. But there's another big reason I'm coming here. Are you ready to start the mana control training?
ええ、もちろん。やる気があってこちらも嬉しいわ。
Kagi readily accepted when I asked her to give me more intensive training. I feel like Aurier should be the one giving you the intensive training. She told me there was no need to rush, but I want to get better as soon as I can.
なんなら、そのまま小種の方も受け付けてるわよ。
Tea? Aurier, who brings tea, shudders at those words. No, I'm good on that.
あら、すっぱりと断るなんて、どういう心境の変化？前はまんざらでもない顔をしてたのに。
Kaguya, are you teasing Aurier and Riku? I did. Don't make up stuff. Don't glare at me like that, Aurier.
お茶受けを忘れてました。用意します。
She's gone. I'm really here just for mana training, okay?
わかってるわ。小種を提供しようにも、まずはそっちの完全復帰が優先だものね。
Brother, could you please stop talking about that already?
ごめんなさい。反応がいいからつい。でもリク、その突然のやる気はどこから来たのかしら？
I've always been motivated.
でも質は変わった気がするわ。何かあった？
I just need to do something about this. As a guy, you know.
男の意地ってやつ？
I guess.
なら頑張らないといけないわね。
That's what I'm hoping for.
じゃあ今夜から激しめに行くわよ。
いいかしら？
Not at all. Go right ahead. He, are you sure you don't mind?
はーい。それじゃあ。
Huh? She suddenly tackles me, pushes me down onto the sofa. And Kaguya doesn't waste any time completely coming onto me. Kaguya?
姫様
Orie's back. Damn it. Why is she so soft? I try to gesture desperately to Orie. That is not what it looks like, but she's frozen in place.
何を慌ててるの？マナの制御をさらにステップアップさせたいんでしょ？ならこうして接する面積を増やして体中でマナの流れる感覚になれないと。
No, wait.
姫様離れてください。
ん？そうだ。オリエも協力する？
Rather, huh? For a moment, thoughts of Orie pushing me down and coming onto me crossed my mind.
姫様
Suddenly, a tense air hangs between the two of them. Oh, that was a transition.
オリエに怒られちゃった。
Come on, get off. I whispered into her ear and pushed her off of me.
なんだか二人とも釣れないのね。
That's because you went too far.
わかったわ。いつも通りにするから。オリエもそんなに睨まないで。
睨んでいません。お戯れが過ぎます。
そうね。ちょっと興が乗っちゃったわ。それにしても、オリエも変わったわね。
どこがですか？
以前はリクが反応したら代わりに自分の体を使えって迫ってたじゃない。
Oh, that did happen.
あれは姫様に万が一のことがあってはならないからで。
あとリクにデレデレするなんて不埒だって怒ってたのに。今回は私の方が怒られちゃったじゃない？
それは。
Orie grows flustered and looks away. And perhaps in an attempt to not rouse suspicion over our relationship, she doesn't turn my way. Though that could look sort of suspicious as well.
やっぱり先生は怒りづらい？
はい。日頃お世話になっているので。
Yeah?
ですって。よかったわね、先生。オリエの好感度が上がってるじゃない。
Stop teasing me. I think we went past her just liking me when we started going out. But if she doesn't want to say anything yet, all I can do is keep quiet.
というわけで、リク？本当にオリエに手伝ってもらう？
Wow, one easy solution. What?
姫様
ほんと、反応がいいわね。冗談。
Yeah. It's definitely not like Orie and Riku trained mana control in her room. Or anything.
やっぱり、私の方が効率がいいものね。
もう、もてあそばないでください。
ごめんなさい。でも、久々にこの3人でのやりとりが堪能できたわ。
Well, at least you're happy. Can we get started?
ええ、お待たせ。始めましょうか。
姫様に迫られて嬉しそうでしたね。
You're getting it all wrong. Orie accompanies me home with the excuse of keeping me safe. But the mood seems strained between us.
いえ、不思議なことではありません。姫様は魅力的なお方です。心惹かれるのは致し方ないかと。あなたが望むなら、姫様を正室として、
自分は側室でも構いませんので。
Whoa, 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 easy now. What are you talking about?
ですが、姫様ほどの方から言い寄られているのに。
Orie. I shut her mouth with a kiss. Honestly, I think it's a little naive of me to try and respond with action rather than words, but it's all I can come up with.
猫です。ここ、外です。
Yeah, but like, doesn't the saying go, actions speak louder than words? You know? Or I guess not, because he doesn't realize that he doesn't recognize the saying. I know, but I won't stop until you until you understand you're the only girl for me. Don't worry, this is also mana control training. And after a moment, she stops resisting and relaxes in my arms. I pull her in closer and devour her lips. Okay, well... She breaks the kiss, but I keep holding her close to me. Are you sure?
はい。私がひどいことを言ってしまったんですよね。2番目でもいいなんて。
Yeah, that was a little hurtful.
すみません。私の周りでは珍しいことではなかったので。
Especially since it's insensitive for her. Oh, wait, no, what I'm trying to say. It's insensitive for her to think that she'd fine being second when she really wants to be the only one. Not just first. Oh, that explains it. Sorry for being so pushy. It didn't occur to me that it was a little more normal. Where you come from. I shouldn't have been so forceful. I'm sorry if I scared you. I gently hug her close to me. And she gingerly wraps her arms around my back and hugs me back. Hugs me back.
言ったじゃないですか。キスされるのは嬉しいって。
Yeah?
それに、育ってきた世界がどうとかじゃなくて、逆の立場なら、あんなこと言われたら、私もとても悲しいです。だから、ごめんなさい。
It's fine.
謝罪を受け入れてくれますか？
I already did. But before I can finish, she places her hand on my cheeks.
受け入れてくれますか？
Yeah, but like, why are you looking down instead of up at his eyes, into his eyes? Yeah. Looking at the passion burning in her eyes, I finally understand what she means by apology. Holding me in place, she gets up on her tiptoes and kisses me. Again, she gives me more of her warmth.
ごめんなさい、谷風さん。ごめんなさい、リク。
Orie, did you... But just as I'm about to freak out over her using my first name, she shuts me up with a kiss. I swallow my words and accept her sweet kisses until something starts billowing in my loins. Billowing in my loins, brother.
反応してますね。
See, Orie's mana control training is more effective than Kaguya's. Because, well, it was more effective before they started dating, but it's even more effective now because they're dating. Yeah.
マナの制御が上手になってきましたもんね。このままきちんとカチカチになるといいですね。
I feel like hearing that might have made me feel pressure otherwise, but seeing my girlfriend's sweet smile makes it hit different. There's no worry in it. There's no worry in it. Hers is a smile that warmly encourages me to do my best. And my dick gets the message, twitching in response. Brother. Sorry, Aurier. I don't think I can take much more of this. I really don't want to, but I gently let go of her.
その、我慢できなくなるっていうのは。
I'm getting really turned on.
そうですか。
Sorry, I need to cool off a little. I turn my back on her, lean into a wall by resting my elbows on it, and take deep breaths. I can't believe I'm getting this horny in the middle of the street. How embarrassing. I blurt out without thinking. There's no other way to put it. I need to calm down. But then I feel a warmth spread across my back. Aurier?
恥ずかしくないですよ。
She embraces me from behind and starts whispering into my ear.
ムラムラしてください。そういうのも、マナの制御に役に立ちますから。
Now hang on a minute. This isn't an SDCG. Her hands are normal. She reaches out between my legs. She doesn't rub or stroke it, but simply wraps her hands around it. You mean, she's using both hands. But that's enough to make my heart race. What are you doing? Someone might see us.
ここは人通りも少ないですし、人よけの魔法もあります。
She doesn't say if she's using it or not, though. But my focus is increasingly fading from that, and I'm more interested in what she's doing with her hands down there.
前にタブレットを見ながら手でしましたよね。あの時、一瞬のことでしたが、硬くなりましたよね。たくさん出ましたけど、完全ではないのですよね。
Yeah, I'd say it was about halfway there. Why is she making me say this in public? Still, I can't help but go along. We've been avoiding the topic for what happened that night until now, but not anymore. Well, there's no point in doing that anymore.
さっき、姫様でもこれぐらい反応しましたか？
Huh? Why are you talking about Kaguya? I see. Aurier is jealous after seeing Kaguya come onto me like that.
ごめんなさい。忘れてください。
I didn't. The only one who gets me like this is you. There's no one else.
ありがとうございます。
That's just more of a reason why Aurier should be doing the mana control training instead of Kaguya.
正直に言えば、私も私以外で反応されるのは嫌でした。大事なことなのに、ごめんなさい。
No, don't apologize for it. I'm happy you feel that way. She gently strokes me over my clothes. I keep saying really embarrassing stuff, but I'm so damn turned on.
もっと制御が上手くなってほしいです。
Me too.
そうしたら、完全に勃起できるようになったら、リクとセックスできる。
A sweet numb pleasure runs up and down my spine. I can't believe I'm not completely hard and coming like crazy right now. Okay, well, maybe not the coming like crazy part, but the completely hard part is understandable.
こんな迫っちゃったりして、はしたないですよね。
No, you need to keep going, alright? You need to keep talking dirtier.
でも、したいです。好きな人に抱かれたい。
My crush responds.
ちょっと大きくなりましたね。その調子です。頑張れ、リク。
Aurier. She hugs me from behind, gently strokes my dick and whispers into my ear in a way that makes me feel tingles all over. We're in a public space, but all I can focus on is the feel of her touch and the warm, soft pleasure of her chest against my back. She keeps lovingly caressing me for what feels like forever. I think I'm getting wet. I think I'm getting wet. No, hang on a minute. Aurier is the one who should be getting wet, alright? You're the one who should be getting hard, alright?
そうですか。私もです。リクのピクピクしてるのに触れて、照れてます。
What's going on? Seriously though, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this here? I wanted to cool off, but it only got worse. I feel like I'm burning inside, specifically around my crotch area. Aurier, I think it's getting there.
はい。かなり硬くなってます。その調子です。リクはできる男の子です。
I simply stay there and become intoxicated by her sweet touch. We keep going for a while, but I don't get any harder. I think we might have hit the limit for now.
はい。これ以上は辛そうですし、ここまでにしましょう。今の感覚、覚えておいてくださいね。
Like I said, Aurier, you need to talk dirty to him. Huh? Once she finally steps back, I turn around to face her.
ちょっとはお手伝いできましたか？
Yeah. It was so hot I thought I was gonna lose my mind.
よかったです。
But why do this now? Oh, not that I disliked it or anything. I just really wasn't expecting that at all.
ずっとこちら方面のことは話せてなかったじゃないですか。その間も自分なりにあなたを興奮させる方法を考えてたんです。
Oh, so you worked up the courage to try that now?
はい。
She nods bashfully. Did it go like you expected it to?
はい。
She nods again, her face flushing a bright red. Oh, okay. So that's why, huh? You came on so strong that it really took me by surprise. Right. So it was all acting to help me out. Yeah, definitely. She's not nodding to that. Do you mean everything she said? She really wants us to have sex? Yeah, no shit, you're dating her. My dick starts throwing uncontrollably. Oh, okay. So you're saying the only reason you hit a stopping point is because you thought she was joking. It's so intense it almost hurts. But I can't take my eyes off the shy, blushing girl in front of me.
リクさん、私の中で交際を受け入れるということは、それも含まれています。むしろ、そうでなければ受け入れてはダメだと思っています。好きだから抱かれてもいいではなく、抱かれてもいいから受け入れたのです。
Right. Thanks. For some reason, hearing that makes me feel a little self-conscious.
古臭い。いえ、この世界に生まれたあなたにとっては、馴染みのない考え方かもしれませんが、私は、そういう女です。覚えておいてください。
Yeah. Alright. Wait, what does that mean? She means that she's fine with us having sex anytime. Aurier, so the reason you started doing this all of a sudden was because...
こちらの世界では、恋人として、そういうのがないのは、不和の原因なのでしょ？それは困ります。だから、早急に対応したいと思って。
Oh, I see. I think I understand now. It makes me really happy that you've thought about it so much.
すみません。 嘘をつきました。
You did?
完全に嘘ではないのですが、すべてがさっき言ったことではないというか。姫様に迫られた陸を見て、焦っていたんです。
You don't need to. You're the only one for me.
そうですが、そうではないんです。
ん？
思ってしまったんです。できれば。
は？
姫様じゃなくて、私で、大きくしてほしいって。もっとわがままを言えば、私だけに反応してほしいって。私だから、反応してくれるって、思いたかったんです。
Orie.
すみません。ややこしい女で。
No, I don't think it's that big of a deal.
そうでしょうか。
Yeah, you just want to have the person you love all for yourself, right?
確かに。
I think it's normal to feel that way. Especially if it's about someone you love a lot.
嫌じゃないですか？
Not at all. Actually, I'm really happy that you feel so strongly about me.
そうですか。
Can I hug you? I want to hold you in my arms so bad right now.
ぎゅーですね。すみません。一瞬わからなくて。
Orie wastes no time and jumps into my chest. I hug her, and she hugs me back. As usual, it's hard to not notice the softness of her chest against mine. It only makes me want to hold her more, and with even more passion. Orie, you called me by my name just now, didn't you?
はい。嫌でしたか？
Nah, it's fine. I was just wondering if you just did that to turn me on, or...
それもありますが、呼びたいから呼びました。いつまでも谷風さんでは遠いと思って。
She says, giving me a little squeeze at the same time. Orie holds onto my shirt and with quiet, gentle force. And I return the gesture as well. Yeah, we're very close now. I whisper gently into my adorable girlfriend's ear. We embrace each other for a long time. The faraway sound of laughter brings us out of our reverie and reminds us that we're outside. We unwillingly break the hug and gaze into each other's eyes.
では、今日はこの辺で帰りますね。
Yeah, see you.
リクさん。
Yes.
大好きです。
I love you too. That sweet, gleeful smile is like that of a girl looking at a secret treasure. I could already tell on the way home, but as soon as I got to the restroom to check my pants, I knew I needed a bath right away. Oh, he came. The day after that unforgettable night, I wake up suddenly that morning. I feel like I had a really dirty dream. And no wonder after Orie did all that. I know it was a lewd dream, but I can't remember anything in particular. Well, it just happens sometimes, and I always get a huge erection. Like right now, for example. I get up like a toy with a broken spring and feel something tight in my pants. A realization hits me, and I pull down my pants to see... It's you! It's you! Welcome back! I rub away at my eyes, but it's still rock hard. It's you! Brother. No accidents, no wet underwear, it's just... Yes! I hate For the first time in my life, I raise my arms to the heavens and cry out with joy. Maybe you shouldn't do that. Maybe you should... Amane, can you pass me the sauce?
それで
What is it?
お兄ご機嫌すぎて鼻歌まで飛び出してるけど何
Probably, you know, the other day, yesterday, I guess, you could have answered the question, but this time, the reason you're happy is, you know, definitely not something you should bring up to Amane. If something really good happened, that's all.
朝叫んでたよね。あれで起きちゃったんですが。
Sorry, that's my bad. I was just so happy and finally making a full recovery. About finally making a full recovery.
復活って、もしかして、あれ
Yeah, well, that's one way to put it.
おめでとう
Brother, thanks, my sweet little sister.
で、その可愛い妹はご飯中なんだけどどうしてくれんの
Hang on, you're the one who asked, alright? She says, thrusting a fork into her sausage. The gesture is not lost on me. Sorry.
まあいいけどさ、今何か欲しいものある
Listen, listen, all he said is that he made a full recovery. You're the one who interpreted it the right way. Huh? Why?
回復祝いで合ってんのかなまあ、心優しい妹としては祝ってあげなきゃだし。
She pulls out a smartphone.
さ、今ならどんなドスケベコンテンツでも買ってあげるよ。ほれ、行ってみ。
Why do I have to get my sister to buy me a porn video or something? Did I die and go to heaven? Besides, why wouldn't I just pirate it?
絶対セールしないやつでもよかったのに。
Huh?
話の流れ変わったね。
Amane, can you just send me the points so I can...
却下。タイトルを読み上げてもらいます。それ以外は受け付けません。
I think of a few videos I'd like to top off. I'd like off the top of my head. No, forget it.
どんだけヤバいのを思い浮かべたのそっちの方が引くんだけど。
Enough teasing.
別にからかってないし。というか、こういう時どうお祝いしていいかわかんないし、普通。
Yeah, I don't either. Actually, you do know. You just don't want to tell Amane the way you want to celebrate. I probably wouldn't know what to say if the roles were reversed. Roles were reversed. Even less so when I'm dealing with my little sister here. I don't think I could find the right words. I appreciate the sentiment though. Thank you.
そう？本当にいいんだ。
Nah.
今サマーセールだから1本分の値段で3本買えるみたいだけど。いいの？
I'm fine, I promise.
めっちゃ声かすれてるし。
Besides, he promised to Aurier that he would only get hard to her. Alright? Not to some porn video that Amane bought for him. I can't believe I got her to give me the points for it. Well, never mind then. It looks like you can get a lot of extra points from buying stuff or playing gacha games. And she gifted me her extra points to get whatever I want from the digital store. This is a lot though. How much does she spend? Whatever the case, I'm not complaining about the gift. But before that, I should contact Aurier. She helped me more than anyone, and I need to share the good news with her. I text message her to see if we can talk and receive an okay from her immediately.
こんにちは。
Oh, were you sleeping?
はい。姫様がいらっしゃらないとはいえ、油断していました。
Is she staying at Koibari's place again? Auria's face looks sort of puffy and cute when she wakes up. Sorry, did I wake you up?
いえ、むしろ助かりました。あのままだとずっと寝ていたと思うので。
Oh, are you feeling bad?
違います。ただ、反省して眠れなかっただけで。
Yeah, she was fucking masturbating all night. Uh-huh. Did something happen? I think back to us parting ways last night. Was it because of last night?
はい。我ながら行き過ぎたことをしでかしてしまったと思いまして。
Well, Riku, looks like you're gonna have to make it up to her, you know, wink wink nudge nudge. It's fine. You don't need to worry about it. I know you did it because you were thinking of me.
それだけではないのですが。
Yeah, she was probably thinking a lot about you about you after you parted ways. What does she mean by that? I wait for a moment, but she doesn't seem to want to elaborate on that. It only creates an awkward silence instead. Right. Speaking of yesterday, there's something I wanted to tell you.
はい。
I...
はい。
give me a minute. Well, crap. I didn't even think of how to say it. How do I make it not sound incredibly weird?
もしかして、完全勃起しました？
For real? How could you tell?
リックさんがすごく嬉しそうだし、今はそれなのかなと。
Yeah, and the first thing he says when he saw his hard on was "It's you." And welcome back. Oh. I was just thinking about you calling me by my first name now.
慣れないなら戻しますが。
Actually,
バックログ画面だ。
that's the first time, I think, I don't remember if there were other times, when instead of a, like, ahaha, or a hehe, or whatever, it just says giggle. Alright? No, it makes me happy. You could even drop the honorifics if you want.
あ、それは心の準備ができたらって。
Well, you're probably gonna want to drop the honorifics during the hate scene. Sure thing. Why is she being so shy? It doesn't mean that much of a difference to her. I mean, she's already using my first name. Does that mean she started doing that just in the heat of the moment? Orie can be a little bit of a mystery to me sometimes, and I don't think it only has to do with her being from another world. So, yeah, I guess I should thank you for all your help with, you know what, with, you know.
こちらこそお役に立てたのであれば。
I think last night really made the difference. So, thanks for that.
そうですか。そんなわざわざご報告ありがとうございます。
Yeah, I remember you said you really wanted me to only react for you, so I thought you should know.
その場に立ち会えなかったのは残念ですが、ありがとうございます。
Yeah, you should have come over last night. You should have stayed over last night. Sorry for bringing this up. Sorry for bringing this up in the middle of the day.
いえ、大事なことですからお気になさらずに。私も嬉しいです。これでようやく。いや、なんでもありません。
Now we could finally have sex, is what I suppose she was about to say. There's no way I could ever forget what she said last night. I forget anytime soon. I want to see you. Well, coincidentally, Kogi isn't home. I might be coming on a little too strong, but I can't hold myself back. I want to see her as soon as possible.
今日とか？
Ah, right. Kogi isn't around, you said.
はい、夜までは空いてます。ですので、今日はどうでしょうか？
Alright, let's do it today.
はい、楽しみにしています。
Me too. Looking forward to what? I try to keep myself as calm as I can as we decide on the time and place to meet. Wait, so this means that we're doing this today? Will we really this quick? Well, who knows? What if you can't get an erection tomorrow and she'll have to wait until you do again? You know, maybe she'll feel, you know, you never know what happens. So she's trying to, she's trying to capitalize on the fact that you can right now. But Aria seemed aware of that when we talked just now. I feel like my heart is going to pop out of my chest. My little pal down there seems raring to go as well. I have some time until we have to meet. I should rub one out to cool off. Even I think I'm a little too excited. But I can't keep going on a date with my boxes drenched in pre-cum. Shut up. And I need to make sure it works perfectly. It works properly in case it really happens. I'll just press support to help me out. You have points, don't you? You can just buy some thanks to Amane. And so I pull out my phone. I started thinking of how to best use the points Amane gave me this morning, but nah, better not. Oh, okay. I stuck my smartphone back into my pocket and begin getting ready. There's no need to rely on porn when I already have the hottest material ever. That's a good line. And so I masturbate while remembering Oria's kiss and the time she gave me a handjob. Without a doubt, I came harder than ever from masturbating to those memories.
お待たせしました。
Oh, don't worry, you're right on time. We met up in front of the station. She's so cute. I can't take it. She's just too cute. I choked the chicken, took a cold shower and braced myself. But one look at her is enough to make all of my efforts for naught. I mean, today we're going to...
リクさん、今日も会えて嬉しいです。
Of course. It goes without saying, but still. Me too. I'm happy you're here.
はい。
She smiles, comes closer, and gives me her hand. I take it with mine and we walk together. I can't wait to eat your home-cooked lunch today.
少しだけ先に言うと、今回はピリ辛のトマトソースとパリパリの皮が美味しいんですよ。
Whoa, that sounds amazing. That sounds amazing already.
期待していてください。
Phew, that was great.
ありがとうございます。手軽にできる割に満足感があって好きなんですよ。
Yeah, I want to eat it like this every day. I want to eat like this every day.
はい。
Well, good thing you're dating her, because you probably will be able to eat it every day eventually. Her simple, straight answer makes my heart skip a beat. Last time, she just laughed it off and said I'd probably get fat. But today, she gives me a bashful nod. It seems like she's taking it as an indirect way to say I want to live together.
リクさん、口、ソースがついてますよ。
I bring my face closer to hers.
拭いてほしいんですか？
You can eat me if you want to. Okay.
食べませんよ。
I say something to get a laugh out of her, thinking she would just grab a tissue and wipe it clean instead, but then... She kissed me. Why?
ちゃんと拭かないとソースで荒れちゃいます。
She then grabs a tissue and wipes the spot she kissed along with her mouth. Did you just...
こういうことをしてほしかったんですよね。
She looks puzzled by my amazement, and all I can do is manage to nod. All I can do is nod like a doofus. Manage to do is nod like a doofus.
カジノが舞台の映画ということで、最初はどういう話か戸惑っていたのですが。
騙し合いと駆け引きが面白かったです。特にラストの逆転劇は素晴らしかったです。
The actors were all so stylish and cool too. They really sold the film. We watch a movie together at the mall and then share our thoughts. I tried choosing a movie with good reviews, and it seems like it paid off. Once we're done sharing our impressions. Okay, is there anywhere you'd like to go?
そうですね。特に思いつきませんね。
Well, I can think of a perfect place you two could go together. Aria takes a good long look at the mall info board, and her attention seems to be taken by something. It's the big poster for the evolution exhibit we visited a few days ago. I want to check out the exhibit again?
いえ、そういうわけではないのですが。
She shakes her head and gently takes my hand. Softly, she entwines her fingers with mine. But her grip is strong. It doesn't seem like she wants to let go anytime soon. Aria?
少しだけ、こうしてていいですか？
Sure.
ありがとうございます。あそこ、座りましょう。
We find a nearby free bench and sit there. Right in front of the exhibition banner, incidentally. She holds my hand like that for a while. We don't talk about anything particular. We simply sit there and watch the banner sway gently.
前に一緒に見に行きましたよね。
Yeah, it was really fun.
はい、とっても。我を忘れて楽しんでしまいました。あの時、こんな風に手をつないでしまったの、覚えてますか？
Yeah, I do. There's no way I could forget. That was one of the things that made me realize my feelings for her.
あれは本当に無意識だったんです。
You said that, yeah.
リックさんはあの時見ていた展示は覚えてますか？
You surprised me so much I honestly forgot about everything happening around me.
驚かせてしまいましたし、ごめんなさい。
Still holding my hand tightly, she gently caresses it with her thumb.
あの時見てたのは修練進化の項目でした。
Oh, okay. I vaguely remember now that I think about it. The whole exhibit was aimed at children, so the explanations were really detailed and easy to understand. You mean the thing where completely different animals choose to evolve the same way?
はい。生まれと育ちが全然違ったとしても、問題が同じならば、同じ最適解を導き出すというやつです。例えば、遠く離れた場所で生活していても、どちらも極寒であれば、自然と体が大きくなろうとする。結果、似たような見た目になって仲間と間違われるということがままある。
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But what about it?
なんとなく、それを自分と重ねてしまったんです。全く別の場所で生まれた人間が、一つの問題を前にして、同じ何かを獲得していく。奇跡みたいな出来事なのに、導かれるように一つになっていく。よく言えば運命。そうでなければ、偶然の積み重ね。私は、後者で捉えたんだと思います。そう感じた時に、隣にいるあなたを離したくないと思って、無意識に手を掴んでしまっていたんだと思います。
Aria. Her words make me feel something warm and fuzzy in my chest, but also some surprise. So you realized you had feelings for me back then?
いえ、本当にあの時は無意識でした。
It does sound like she's only looking back on it now.
ただ、あの時の私にとってあなたは、大事な人で、一緒にいたいと思う人で、あなたも同じ気持ちだと嬉しいなと、
そう、漠然と思ってました。
So that was basically when she realized that she had feelings for you.
自分は恋愛と縁がないと思っていたので。あの日、海であなたに思いを告げられて、私は自分の世界に恋愛があることを実感しました。この思いをあなたに教えてもらったんです。リクさん。
Orie.
我ながらややこしい女です。
I think that's a part of you. That's a part of you. You could be so clumsy and cute. I can't take my eyes off of you sometimes. Did you notice that about yourself?
よく言い過ぎです。
Whoa. Are you saying my girlfriend is clumsy? You can just stop bad-mouthing her like that. You're gonna have a problem. We're gonna have a problem if you make her cry.
本当にあなたという人は。
I felt like trying my luck at being funny when I saw her smiling. I'm just glad it didn't backfire. Well, I try my luck at being funny all the time, and most of the time, it probably backfires. So I guess good for you. Thanks for telling me about that.
大事なことは全部口にしようと思ってるんです。姫様が、私はただでさえ勘違いされやすいのだから、勘違いされたくない人には正直でいなさいって。
I see. I'm happy to be the one she chose.
というわけで、リクさん。これからの私は全部受け入れられます。
Ah. She turns her gaze to me instead of the exhibition banner.
私は流れに身を委ねます。どうせ行き着く先は一つですから。あとはあなたのタイミングにお任せします。
Okay. I nod, unable to come up with anything witty to say. I mean, it is what it is. But I can feel her hand shaking in mine. Orie's at her wit's end and I can tell. She told me her intentions clearly enough, but she can't make the decision. So she's telling me to make it for us. She really can't be clumsy and sweet in the cutest of ways. To be honest, I want to push her down right now. I want to hold her in my arms and kiss her. But at the same time, I feel like I want to treasure her more. I don't want to dirty her. The way things are going, this is definitely happening today, isn't it? But we don't know when Kaguya or my family will come back home. I guess it'd be best to invite her to a love hotel. A squeeze of her hands brings me out of my thoughts. She clenches my hand with hers. I want to treasure her, but I want to make love to her too. I'll do it. We'll have to walk around to find a love hotel, but oh well. Orie.
はい。
Why don't we... sorry, it's a message from Amane.
どうぞ。
I hold my breath as I check Amane's sudden message. Amane's sudden message. It looks like there's a media shower tonight, so Kohibari and Kaguya want to get together to watch it.
そういえば、そんなニュースをしていましたね。
Our parents agreed to drive all of us to the viewing spot, and she's asking me if I want to go.
ああ、それはいいですね。
Well, looks like you're gonna have the whole house to yourself, huh? And also, Orie's gonna have the whole apartment to herself, huh? Yeah, but... Still unsure how to respond, Orie's phone rings right after.
姫様からで、リクさんと同様の内容です。どうしましょう。
We look at each other. I can't believe we were this close to finally doing it for real, only for this to happen out of nowhere. But no. The meteor shower sounds cool, but I want to be with you tonight.
いいのですか？流星を見る機会なんて。
I don't mind. I'm with you.
わかりました。では、姫様にそう伝えます。あ、お出かけの誘いを遠慮するということですよ。
I know. I'll let Amana know I'm not going either. We're not doing anything wrong, but my heart pounds in my chest as I write the message. All I get is a short okay from Amane. So, that was a strange coincidence, I guess.
はい。
Want to go to my room? I blot that out before the nervousness gets the better of me.
はい。リクさんの部屋に行きたいです。
We hold hands the whole walk home as we talk about whatever. I couldn't tell you what the light conversation was about. Just small talk that doesn't even register in my mind over the huge nervousness bearing down on me. I don't know if there's anything in the house, so why don't we stop by the convenience store?
わかりました。私も水と甘いものが欲しいです。
Well, I guarantee the house has water, alright, so you don't need to worry about that. Until finally, we make it to my house.
勝手にキッチンをお借りしていいのでしょうか？
Yeah, there's no one around tonight. Make yourself at home.
はい。
I'm trying to act normal, but I still can tell there's tension between us. However, we stop talking and prepare something for dinner together. I would honestly have been fine going straight to my room. But how can I make the mood right? How can I make the mood right for it? I'm out of my depth. Will nothing happen if I mess up here? No, there's no way I'm that incompetent, right? I glance at Orie next to me. But she shudders as our eyes meet, and the egg she's carrying slips out of her hand. Well,
やってしまいました。
wait, I can get it back with a bowl. Thankfully, the egg cracked on the cutting board, so I could quickly recover it with a bowl. Oh well, that's good. At least it didn't crack on the floor. There, it should be good. I'm sorry for spooking you.
いえ、目があっただけなのに、こちらこそ。
We're so conscious of each other that this is getting awkward. Guess we can make some scrambled eggs and Caesar salad.
ああ、そうですね。ブロッコリーとベーコンもありましたし、良さそうです。
Okay, well, broccoli isn't really in Caesar salad, so...
でも、予定と違うものになってしまいますが、いいんですか？
Sure. There's no one else in here, so why not do whatever we want?
そうですね。
I think that helped her relax a little. Yeah, they need to have
ご
dinner
ちそうさまです。美味しかったです。
before they move on to dessert, you know? I should be thanking you. You did most of the work.
ほとんどコンビニ食でしたけどね。
Well, we did make the salad together and a few other things.
ええ、どれも覚えてますよ。
Well, considering it happened like a few minutes ago, it would have been bad if you didn't remember. We managed to finish dinner and eat together. It's a quiet meal without too much in the way of talking. But I'm left quite satisfied after eating such good food with even better company.
洗い物は任せてください。
I'll help.
では、一緒に。
Oria seems a lot calmer now. I can't believe we were so twitchy and nervous moments ago. But the mood still isn't there. Maybe it won't happen tonight after all. I try to mentally prepare myself as we wash the dishes.
リクさん、食器の片付けが終わりました。
Oh, thanks. I'm done over here too. Once done, we head to the sofa. Want to watch something on the TV? We both stare at each other for a moment.
いいですね。この時間だと動物番組がありますし、それなんてどうでしょうか?
You're saying they're gonna Netflix and chill to animal documentaries? Kinky. Sure. A little nervous, I reach for the controller and turn the TV on. Her reaction just now makes it seem like this wasn't what she was expecting. Yeah, I wonder what she was expecting. Did she want to do it already?
今日は動物園の特集みたいですね。おお、白イルカです。
Whoa. I'd like to see one of those bubble rings. I'd like to see one of those bubble rings for real someday.
いつか行きましょう。
We then sit down and enjoy watching TV together. The program was fun, nothing to write home about. Oreo was really curious and full of questions at first, but she became quiet as the program ended. It's over. Want to watch something else? As I point the remote to the TV, Oreo puts her hand over mine.
もうおしまいです。
She presses my fingers, turning off the TV. She sits by my side and holds my hand, a remote control and all.
もうお気遣いいただかなくても平気ですので。
I didn't mean to. I just don't really know what to do at times like this very well.
そんなの私もですよ。
She coaxes the remote off my hand and lovingly intertwines her fingers with mine.
お互い初めてなんですから。
Yeah. I caress her cheek with my free hand, gaze into her eyes, and push her bangs aside from her lips. Oreo. It's a lighter kiss compared to our first time. All we do is share a light kiss, but that's enough to make me so excited that my head pounds. Yeah, but like which head? She's shaking, but I can't figure out why. Still, she presses herself against me and seeks my lips with even more fervor. That's all I can think about.
もっとギュッとしてください。
It's probably a good idea for you to go to your room now, Riku. I'm so excited. I might forget myself though.
構いません。
She raises a small gasp when I hold her with more force. Oreo.
もっとギュッてしてください。
Doesn't it hurt?
全然。むしろ激しく求められているようでドキドキします。
Oh, Oreo, these clothes are getting in the way. We better take them off, you know? Okay. Slowly I hold her tighter than ever. Are you okay?
はい。このままキスしたいです。
Yeah. It's a little hard to do that when I'm hugging her this strongly. So I grab the back of her head, pull her head towards mine, and plant a kiss on her lips. It's hard to breathe, but I don't want to let her go for even a second. My excitement grows as we get lost in each other's warmth. Oreo. I push her down onto the sofa. All I can see is her face. And the fully erect tent in my pants rubs against her. Noticing it, Oreo looks down between my legs, then back up to my face.
よかった。
Like I said, probably should have been better to go to your room. Well, I didn't say it exactly like that, but I want to ask her what she means by that. But her sweet smile makes all the words melt off my mind. I want more of her right now. While we kiss, I let one of my hands slide over to her chest. She doesn't resist, giving me full access. Finally, my fingertips come across something soft. It takes a moment for me to realize that what I'm touching. That's her bra, I guess. Orie. I move my hands and enjoy the sensation of her breasts over the clothes. I caress and give her the occasional squeeze. Orie's hand finds its way between my pants and she strokes my dick over my clothes. She strokes it from the base of the tip. Okay, you feeling its shape and hardness thoroughly. Maybe you know we can skip this part, right? We can skip this part. All while staring passionately into my eyes. You know, we can skip this part, right? I don't think you need to include all of this dirty talk before the hate scene happens. Yeah, thanks to you. Yeah, that was a little dirty. That was a little dirty of me. Don't tease me for it. Oh gosh, that smile makes me want to explode. But I endure the urge to come immediately and kiss her neck. No, I want you to be stinky. Sure, well, never mind. She brings her hand to her neck, seemingly worried about her smell. I want to say that it doesn't bother me at all, but that's just me. You know where it is? Oh. Orie gets up and walks away from the sofa, but then she turns around and comes back to me. She then leans in and suddenly strokes my dick. She leaves me with those parting words. I know she meant well, but I think that will only have the opposite effect. The whole time as I wait for her, and even after I go take a shower after her, my dick's completely erect and unwilling to go down. Sorry to keep you waiting. I still try hiding it a little with a towel though. I tried using the hairdryer, but it's still a little wet. I don't think I can wait anymore. But while I stew there, in my hoarding urges, Orie goes and brings the hairdryer. You're acting like my mum or something. Okay. This definitely wasn't on my list of things to do today. But having my hair dried like this doesn't feel that bad. Orie's touch soothes my tension. She takes her time to dry and comb my hair lovingly. Thanks. She puts the hairdryer aside and sits by my side. She then gently leans against me. Well, considering he isn't wearing clothes at the moment, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's embarrassing, but I answer honestly. That's all I've been able to think about ever since I got a full erection. Sorry for being such a horny boyfriend. Yeah, I almost forgot. I was too excited, but she's right. Oria wants this too. I gently place a hand on her shoulder and the other on her cheek. Oria.
いえ、すみません。
She leans in and kisses me. We kiss again and again. And just as I was about to let my hand slide down to her breasts, I feel her pulling on my clothes. Ah, he is wearing clothes. I thought he was only in a towel.
リクさん。
I mean, like, she's in her clothes, but like, you know.
最初に言った通り、部屋に行きたいです。
Alright. I embrace her strongly yet again. Even though it's my room, something makes it feel really different. As we climb up the stairs, I open the door, invited her in, and then closed the door behind me. What? How are we still going? And even as we were unable to stifle the urge to kiss each other as soon as the door closed, this didn't feel like my room. I'm frantically trying to hold back the desire to throw her onto the bed right now. Kiss. Orie, can I use my tongue?
わざわざ聞かなくてもいいんですよ。それとも、私の許可があった方がいいですか？
You like it rough, huh?
からかわないでください。相手を戸惑わせて、時間稼ぎしてるだけです。いっぱいいっぱいだってバレたくない。ただの子供じみた虚勢でしかありません。私に男女の駆け引きなんてわかると思いますか？
Well, that could be a problem.
どうして？
Everything you do made me fall in love with you. You get my heart pounding like nothing ever could. And if that was all you... And if that was all you without any... What? If that was all you without any conscious effort... What? I think I might be hopelessly in love with you for my whole life.
過小評価です。訂正を求めます。
Nah, I don't think I will.
どうして？
At the very least, I can say I'm hopelessly in love with the girl in front of me right now. I say what comes to my heart, but I still feel embarrassed as the words leave my mouth. I try to make her not notice by burying my face on her neck and kissing it. I lift her clothes and touch her breasts. The softness of them is clear even through her bra, even through the bra. I can't believe we're doing this. Is it really okay for me to touch her like this? My mind goes a million places at a rapid pace. Orie. She looks up at me. Her face tells me she wants a kiss, and I oblige. It's all sound effects. Did that hurt?
ワイヤーが入ってるので、優しくお願いします。
Oh, okay. Sorry.
怒ってませんよ。ただずれて圧迫されてしまうので。
Oh, right. She's pretty big, so the wires inside are probably there to help them keep their shape. Gently, softly. I don't know, Riku, I felt like that was a good time to be like, well, if it hurts so much, I may as well take it off. Instead of squeezing, I try massaging her chest. How's this?
大丈夫です。
feeling our way around what's okay and not is probably something they skip over in porn videos. Yeah, because this is the pre-foreplay. You haven't even gotten to the foreplay part of the video. Everyone would have skipped over. No one would be watching it if this was part of it. But it's strange. Actually, experiencing it is incredibly exciting. Making the girl I love feel good with my own two hands. That fact is enough to make my head spin with hot desire.
リクさん、そろそろ見ますか？
What do you mean?
エッチな動画です。以前のように気分を高める必要がありますよね。
I don't need that. I embrace her tightly, the tint of my pants rubbing against her.
硬くなってます。
I just used the video back then as a tool to get aroused.
はい、すごいヒクヒクして、今にもはち切れてしまいそうです。このままできそうですか？
Maybe, but I don't think it's quite there just yet.
まだこれ以上に？
Just a little more, I think. I think the nervousness isn't helping right now. So if you're okay with it, I think you could help.
ええ、仕上げですね。心得ております。
Huh? What? What did she say? But before I can ask, she sits me down on the bed.
脱いでもらってもいいですか？ それとも私が脱がせた方がいいですか？
Please. Oria then proceeds to gently remove my belt. She moves fast and effectively, but having my girlfriend dress me is incredibly hot. She finally removes my belt, unbuttons my pants, and looks up at me.
腰を浮かせてください。
Yeah.
ちょっと。下着、すごいシミですね。脱がせますね。
Mm-hmm. I nod and Oria puts her hands on my underwear to pull them down. But my erect dick catches onto it. Oh, wait. Get smacked in the face. The recoil of her pulling makes my dick slip out and slap her in the face. Are you okay?
驚きましたけど、大丈夫です。むしろ、嬉しいです。ああ、ちゃんと反応してるってことがですよ。決して叩かれて嬉しいわけじゃ。反応した。
Sorry, I just...
構いません。元気な証拠ですから。でも、まだ完全じゃないんですよね。
Yeah, I think it can get there though. It can get there though.
はい。今からエッチできるおちんちんにしますね。
Oh. Finally, I understand what she means by preparing me. After we're done, we slowly clean up after ourselves. We wipe away our sweaty clothes. Excuse me? You wipe away our sweaty clothes. Okay. Wipe ourselves clean and kiss as we do the whole time. No matter what, we're always touching each other in some way. I feel like our first time will be officially over the moment I let go of her. I let go after all. And I'm sure she feels the same way. Maybe that's the reason I feel slightly more embarrassed now that we've done it than at the start.
まだ心臓がおとなしくなってくれません。
Well, at least this time it's not a pair of floating it's not a pair of floating eyes and mouth with two boxes. I know what you mean. Despite things calming down considerably, my heart is still pounding in my chest. And I don't think it'll stop as long as we're sticking together like this.
リクさん、とても緊張してましたよね。
Well, I'll say that I was really nervous about making our first time good. I think we would do a little more, I guess.
いろいろというと
Well, like other positions, you know, more lewd stuff.
なるほど。もっと詳しく聞かせてもらえますか？あ、少々お待ちを。書き留めます。
Wait, you don't need to take notes. She tries to get up, but I don't let go of her hand, pulling her back to my side.
ですが、心残りがあったんですよね。なら書き出しておいた方がいいのでは？
It's not something you can just make a list for. Oh, are you sure about that? I didn't think anything specific. It's just things I imagine when we're together like this. Just like playing with her boobs with my fingers and enjoying the feeling of sinking into them. I wanted to touch these more. Touch these more.
たくさん触っていた気がしますが。
She says as I poke her soft boobs with my fingertips. I think I wanted a little more.
意見の相違ですね。
Does it make you feel uncomfortable when I get too handsy?
いえ、ただ、今みたいな平常時はくすぐったいだけなので、あなたが思うような反応はできないかと。
Really? I'm happy whenever you touch me, though.
本当ですか？
I feel a ticklish sensation between my legs. Oreo uses her knee to gently feel up my now limp dick.
どうですか？
My now limp biscuit. It does feel sort of ticklish, yeah.
でしょ？お互いにもう平常時なんですよ。満たされていた器はもう空っぽなんです。
Yeah, I came like crazy. In short, I'm just exhausted. Whenever she says stuff like that, I'm reminded that she's from a completely different world.
けれど、反応しなくても、触れられて嬉しいのは私もです。
Yeah, same here. I guess I did say I was happy rather than it feeling good. I'm happy when you touch me too.
ならもう少しだけ嬉しいことしますか？
She uses her knee to slowly tease my dick. I think that's enough. I don't think I can take it. I don't think I can take much more.
確かに、お互い持ちませんね。
I was too excited during sex to notice, but now I realize the amount of fatigue that builds up from having sex. It definitely takes more out of you than I imagined. We did do a lot of exercise in a way. I wish I tried a little harder.
反省会ですか？
No, well, yeah, I guess. I just felt it was a little unfair how I was the one making myself feel good there.
では、今回は私を優先していただいたということで。
How so?
今回はリクさんにお願いされましたが、私だってあなたにしたいと想像していたことはあります。だから今回はたくさんあなたが気持ちよくなってるところを見せてもらいました。
You make it sound like you were planning this from the start.
これは初めてお手伝いしてからだと思うのですが、どうやら私、あなたが気持ちよさそうにしてるのを見るのが好きみたいです。
There's not much to see when a guy feels good. When a guy feels good, I think.
好きな人以外だとそうでしょうね。ん？
Say that again.
嫌です。
Why not? Why? I'm always saying embarrassing stuff.
言うのと言わされるのは別です。
I see. Then I'll do my best to get you to say more cute things like that.
ええ、そうしてください。あと、私、そんなに言ってますか？
You don't realize it?
いえ、5回に1回ぐらいのつもりだったので。
Whoa. Huh. So that means she purposefully thinks about telling me she loves me more often. How's my girlfriend this adorable? She's so sweet and caring, and I need to reciprocate her devotion. You know, I want to make you feel good too.
わかりました。では次回ということで。
Next time.
どうかしましたか？
Don't worry, the next time is in the after story. If there is an after story. Nothing. Just feeling happy, thinking that there's going to be a next time.
突然敬語になった。
Orie looks a lot more relaxed now. She's even grinning mischievously at me and poking fun at me. Don't tease me. But yeah, sex felt incredible, huh? Just thinking I can make love to you as much as I want. It makes me feel thankful, I guess.
そうですね。からかってすみません。
She gently squeezes my hand. Nah, I love it when you get playful like that. It makes me happy to see you unwind.
リクさんって、飛躍趣味の毛がありますか？
Hey, I'm just saying I'm glad that we can joke around with each other.
なるほど。そういうことでしたか。
Yeah, pretty much. Orie relaxes in my arms as we keep talking. But as I look into her eyes, she looks away. I follow her gaze and see that she's staring at the stretched out pink condom.
そういえば、これは避妊具なのですよね。
Well, it's better than trying to pull out. Yeah, I forgot to tie it up though. I didn't think what to do with it when we were cleaning up, so I put it off and forgot in the end.
ああ、こちらを縛って出した精液をこぼれないようにするんですね。
Well, I didn't actually come while wearing that, so I don't think there's much to worry about.
ですが、一度やっておきます。
I watch as Orie ties the base of the condom up. Watching her fiddle with it is incredibly sensual for some reason.
これが避妊具になるんですね。薄いですが、意外と丈夫ですね。
Well, that's rubber for you.
私はてっきり性感を高めるか鈍らせる道具なのかと思ってましたが。
Lower it?
少しでも長く楽しめるようにとか、そういうのかと。
So when I put it on...
はい。徹底的にするつもりなんだなと思って覚悟していました。
Do I really seem like that kind of guy?
いえ、そういうわけでは決して。ですから、こちらの常識だとそうなのかなって。
Do I really seem like that big of a freak?
いじめないでください。ただ、一番気持ちよくなって欲しかっただけなんです。
I see. Thanks. And sorry for the teasing.
そう思うなら、キスしてください。
She demands a proper apology from me. So I stroke her hair and give her a light kiss. Is that good?
はい。今後とも、これは有効です。
Oh, really? Won't that make me tease you more, though?
言ったじゃないですか。嬉しそうな顔を見たいって。リクさんは、そうやってじゃれてる時が一番楽しそうだから。 私も悪い気はしませんし。
Orie. What is it? Was that bad kissing? Was that bad kissing timing? Bad kiss timing, more like.
いえ、リクさんってキスする前に名前を呼ぶじゃないですか。そういう同意を取るような生真面目な感じがおかしくて。
Really? I don't really notice it myself.
可愛い顔してますよ。
I won't ask for permission next time.
ダメです。今まで通りでいいです。むしろそのままで。
But I don't want to look dumb.
あともう一つ。
She says, turning her attention to the condom again.
こちらも今度から必要ありません。そのままでいいですよ。
Yeah, you and every other visual novel heroine. Yeah, sure. Marty sent me a message. It looks like they'll be back in an hour.
では帰る準備を始めましょう。
Oh, Orie.
はい。
She kisses me so suddenly that I freeze in place.
あれ？違いましたか？
Actually, I was wondering if we could take a shower together.
私、さっきあんなこと得意げに言ったのに勘違いして。
I mean, I understand that he says your name right before he kisses you, but it's not like he's been doing that from the start. She's so adorable. I want to be with her forever. You should have just gone along with it so she wouldn't be as embarrassed. Actually, no. Probably, if anything, he would have done it he would have been surprised. He would have acted surprised on purpose to get her embarrassed. After that, we take a shower together. We make sure to explore each other's bodies and enjoy ourselves before getting out. I walk her all the way to the apartment. I walk her all the way to the apartment building. I don't want to let her walk alone at night, but I also just want to be together with her as long as I can.
リクさん、今日は一日ありがとうございました。
I enjoyed myself too. Thank you. Still holding hands as we walk, I bring my face closer to her so only she can hear. I know it might be insensitive to ask, but do you feel okay? Nothing hurting?
シャワーでたくさん慣らしてもらいましたし。
Oh, okay.
またいっぱいセックスしましょうね。
Yeah. I feel like my head is going to explode from hearing those words come out of her mouth in public.
近々またお休みもらいますので遊びましょう。
Yeah, for sure. Let me know when.
はい。それではおやすみなさい。
Yeah, good night.
リクさん。大好きです。
I love you too. She gives me a small giggle before leaving my side. I stare there, watching her turn around several times to wave at me before disappearing into the building. And something occurs to me as I watch her go. She also calls my name before doing that. Maybe we're just similar in some ways. The thought alone makes me happy. It makes me feel happy, tingles in my chest. It's been a few days since that unforgettable night with Orie. Just like she promised, we end up going on a date together. Her next day off. Yeah, okay. I'm not even going to try to fix that sentence. We couldn't figure out what to do at first, but after some thinking...
お待たせしました。
Oh, why the jacket?
あからさまに落胆しすぎです。
Oria sits down next to me with a wry smile on her face. Well, I was looking forward to seeing my girlfriend in her swimsuit.
前に一度見ていますよね。
Yeah, but that was before they started dating. You started dating. Not since we started going out. See?
何も変わらないと思いますが。
And besides, the only reason you were in your swimsuit is because you were trying to help a little girl out. No, it's totally different. I won't budge on this.
それです。
ん？
海デートを言い出してからすごい熱量で、なんだか水着を見せるのが気恥ずかしくて。
Oh, sorry about that.
期待を下回ったら申し訳ないので。
Is that what she's worried about? There's no way that would happen.
何ですかその謎の自信。ますます脱げなくなりました。
Oria pulls her jacket down to cover as much skin as possible. It's pretty nice to see her when she's shy, but I don't think she realizes how counterproductive that kind of gesture is. It emphasizes her chest when she pulls down the jacket like that. I mean, I've said multiple times, less, well, more is more, right? Or, I guess, showing less skin is more appealing, right? But, you know, more clothes is more appealing as well. So it works out both ways.
見すぎです。
Yes, I'm sorry. It seems like I may have been a little too eager here. Well, never mind the swimsuit. You didn't even play with the other girls when we came last time, right? That's why I wanted to come. So we can enjoy the beach. We can enjoy the beach this time.
この前、二人で海に来た時は水着持ってきてませんでしたしね。
She means the day we became a couple. Oh, right. Coming here wasn't part of the plan that day, yeah.
そうですね。今日は海を楽しみましょう。
Oria stands up and I follow after her. However, you're really gonna leave the jacket on?
もう、そんな顔しないでください。わかっています。
So?
はい、どうぞ。
Oria stands in front of me, spreads her arms and sticks out her chest.
そこまで言うなら自分で脱がせてください。
Okay, well, you don't need to put it like that.
愛しの彼女の水着姿、見たくないんですか？
She quirks a cheeky smile at me. She's learning how to tease from Kaguya, I see. Man, I love it so much when she gets like this.
私はこのままでも構いませんが、どうしますか？彼氏さん。
I'm taking it off.
では、どうぞ。
Don't break the zipper. At first, my hand gravitates toward her bountiful breasts, but I correct course and head for the zipper. And I pull. And it lowers slowly. As it lowers slowly, I find some resistance when it reaches her chest area. Huh? What was that? But before I can even wonder, the zipper gets past the tension, sliding down and parting open.
いかがですか？脱がせた感想は？
You really can't keep saying stuff like that out in public. I say, unable to keep my eyes off her absolutely stunning figure. Gosh, this is the best. It's definitely cute, but the fact that she wore it for me makes it even better. It's the absolute best.
ありがとうございます。ですが、前にも言いましたが、ちゃんと選んだものではないので、来年は一緒に選びましょうね。
Yeah, I can't wait. She whispers into my ear and I nod like a dummy.
では、そろそろ遊びに。
ねえ、何こしょこしょ話してるの？
Oh, She's back. So that's the purpose of this beach. So that's why they've kept going with this route. Someone calls out from us, calls out to us from behind, and Oria hugs me, dropping her jacket. Seeing that, the little girl picks it up. Oh, that girl looks familiar, actually.
あなたは。
はい、落ちたよ。浮気のお姉ちゃん。
Jacket lady.
ありがとう。
お久しだね。
Her cheerful tone brings back memories.
久しぶりですね。今日もお母さんと遊びに来たの？
今かき氷買ってる。だから大丈夫。
That's her, right? I take a look at the beachside cabana and find her mother in the crowd right away. She's buying shaved ice and bows her head as our eyes meet.
偶然ですね。
これも運命なの。遊ぼう。
Well, you know, they have to milk they have to milk the model somehow, right? You can't just have her show up in the common route and then nowhere else.
すみません。こら、お姉ちゃんたちデート中なんだから邪魔しちゃダメ。
I mean, she's not wrong. Oria turns to me, clearly unsure how to respond. I don't mind. It's destiny we met again, after all.
そうですね。運命ですから。
やったー、ありがとう。
いいんですか？はい。この子のおかげでリクさんとお付き合いできたようなものですし、これぐらいは。そうなの？
Okay, you seem even more excited than Oria and Riku.
おめでとう。
ありがとうございます。
Thanks. Her mom squealing like a little girl took me by surprise. Yeah, it took me by surprise too. But I was more surprised to hear Oria's take on what happened that day.
それじゃ浮き輪取ってくるね。
あ、ゆっくりで構いませんよ。
We watched the little girl run off. I didn't know that was what you thought of the day we met. Of that day we met. I didn't know that was what you thought of that day when. Yeah, why? I didn't know that was what you thought of that day we met her. There's just something about that sentence. It's not because I can't read, alright?
ええ。あのきっかけがなければ、今こうしていないと思います。
Yeah, maybe. Back then, we helped that little girl, and that's when I started thinking about Orie.
そう考えると不思議ですね。私たちがお付き合いしてるなんて。
I still think that I would have ended up feeling attracted to you at some point, though.
そうだといいのですが。
We laughed together and thank the chain of coincidences that brought us here.
それにしても緊張しました。
You mean meeting with that girl?
そうではなくて、初めて誰かに私たちの関係を話したので。
Oh, right.
ドキドキしましたが、同時にすごく嬉しいです。
It was a little embarrassing, but it was nice.
はい。
I haven't told anyone close to us about our relationship yet. I can't really find the timing to do it, so I thought it'd be better to let them figure it out on their own. Do you want to tell everyone about us?
そうですね。特に必要ないかと。自分たちから喧伝するようなことでもないですから。
Propagate?
失礼。世間に言って回ることです。
No, I know what you meant, but you're using big words now? Oh, right. Yeah, I guess there's no need.
リクさんは伝えたいですか？そこはお任せしますが。
No, I think it's better to let people figure it out on their own eventually. Yeah, we need to keep dragging on with this with the side route, right? You need to keep adding more shit, and then eventually they'll figure it out, and that's when we can end the route. I just asked because we never really talked about it before.
なるほど。今言った通り、私も自然に察してもらえるのが一番かと思います。というか、まだ彼女力が未熟なので。
Excuse me? I've never heard that kind of thing before, though I can sort of imagine what she's getting at.
いいですか？私が恋人として隣にいたとします。
Perhaps noticing my confusion, Ms. Aurier takes on the role of teacher and explains for me.
ニヤニヤしないでいられますか？
No way.
意識しないで話せますか？
Yeah, no.
スキンシップを取らずにいられますか？
Doubt it.
でしょ？そういうのを人様の前でお首にも出さない。他人に意識させないぐらい自然体にいられるようになる。
What? It's not that deep, Aurier.
それが私の考える彼女力があるということです。ご清聴ありがとうございました。
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. No, thank you for the explanation.
はい、先生みたい。
わかるわかる。
Before I even realized, the kid and her mother are next to me clapping in unison.
聞いてたんですか？リクさんも教えてくださいよ。
I didn't notice them.
彼女さんはいわゆる空気になりたいのね。
まあ、そうですね。自然でありたいとは思います。
でもそれって結婚して長年連れ添った夫婦でようやく醸し出てくるものよ。
Really? We both share bashful glances.
頑張らないとね。
それより遊ぼう。ほら、浮き輪持ってきたよ。
はい、そうですね。
私のことはお構いなく。こっちでみんなの荷物番をしてるわ。かき氷も残ってるし。
Hearing that, we both look at each other and... Thank you.
よろしくお願いします。
We say in absolute unison.
ういういしい。若返る。
Trying to run away from the embarrassment, we follow the little girl. And I still feel a little conscious, even as we start playing about in the water. The little girl has so much energy that I can't even think about feeling embarrassed after a while. We have tons of fun. And the day is gone in the blink of an eye.
それじゃあね、りっくん、おりえちゃん、またね。
はい、また遊びましょう。
Bye bye. We watched the little girl and her mum leave together. Phew, I'm exhausted.
あんなに浜辺を全力疾走したのは初めてです。
Yeah. We ended up playing tag and running all over the place. That's probably the most fun I've ever seen you have.
ちょっとムキになっちゃいました。
In her swimsuit. It was truly an experience. It was blissful to watch the forces of gravity working as she bounced up and down. Okay. I've never seen such incredible jiggling in my life. I feel like I couldn't help but gaze being... I couldn't help my gaze being glued to her sometimes.
見すぎ。
Even when I'm calm, it's just... I can't help it sometimes.
それ、冷静？
No, I just... Sorry.
あと、周りの人を威嚇しないように。
Was I really that bad?
結構冷静を装っていましたが、目つきはまるで番犬のようでした。
Sorry, that was wrong of me.
よしよし。
Orie pats me on the head to cheer me up. But I still feel a fuzzy feeling in my chest. Orie is incredibly attractive in that swimsuit. She's cute, and I'm sure all the men here also see that. And I couldn't help but feel somehow threatened when I felt that someone was staring at her. And then the words Orie said once to me flashed through my mind.
周囲の同僚からは男好きする体だと言われたこともあります。殿方から性的な視線を向けられることもしばしばありました。
どうしました？
No, sorry. I'll try harder to keep calm. She stops stroking my head and steps back.
はい。これでどうですか？
Are you okay?
ええ。もともと個人的には海で水着になる理由もあまりありませんし。
Uh-huh. Then why did you wear it?
あなたのためです。
Oh, right. I was the one who pushed for us to come here before we didn't get to actually enjoy the beach last time. Because we didn't actually get to enjoy the beach. We didn't get to actually enjoy the beach last time. And I also told her I was looking forward to seeing her in a swimsuit a few times.
ですが、あなたが気になるなら無意味ですし。
It was definitely more than a few times. Sorry, that was really lame of me.
そうですか？
I mean, wouldn't it be better if I just grew thicker skin and didn't worry about that kind of thing?
難しいところですね。人によるとは思いますが。
What do you think of it? What do you think of it?
そうですね。
After thinking for a moment, she gently bumps into my shoulder.
かわいい独占欲。
I
もう少し遊びましょう。
pull myself together and we play around in the water a little more. The showers at the beach were really crowded, so we decided to go back to the apartment so we could take a bath since it was closer. It always makes me a little nervous to be here without Kaguya being around.
あまり気にしなくても大丈夫ですよ。姫様はリクさんのこと、身内のように扱っていますから。
Yeah, and she'll consider you even more a part of the family when she finds out you're dating Orie.
それに、家で二人きりなのは今まででもよくあったことじゃないですか。
Well, yeah, but still. I feel like it's a little different now that we're going out. Kaguya's always out and about somewhere these days, huh?
私が休みの時は、家にいて気を使わせたくないそうで、いつもどこかに出かけてますね。
Oh, I see.
休むのが下手でしたからね。
Well, I think you're getting better. Yeah, because she has an outlet for her energy when she's having a day off, right?
おかげさまで少しは人に甘えるということを覚えました。
The energy she would expend through doing chores on her day off, she now has Orie. She now has Riku as a conduit.
まだもたれかかれるのは姫様とあなたにだけですが。
Mm-hmm. Seeing that cute little smile makes me want to touch her. I say, extending the hand to her cheek. Orie.
また呼んだ。
Oh, please.
そんな顔しないでください。嫌なんて言ってませんよ。
At first, it was an apology kiss. But slowly, it shifts into us signaling our desire for each other. And by the time we part our lips, the heat is unbearable.
シャワー浴びましょうか。
Before that, I hesitate to say what's on my mind for a moment.
なんでしょう。
You're still wearing your swimsuit under that, right?
ええ、そうですが。
We dried out completely while waiting for the showers at the beach, so we came to the apartment wearing our clothes. I want you to show me.
変態。
Sorry, I guess you wouldn't.
だから、嫌とは言ってませんよ。
Huh?
見たかったら、自分の手でどうぞ。
She puffs out her chest for me. I reach down to her pants and unbutton them. You're a bit of a joker yourself, huh?
私だってそれぐらい言いますよ。同僚も冗談が好きなのが多かったですし。
Your co-workers, huh?
ん？いかがですか？
It's the best.
反応が薄いですね。見たかったんじゃないんですか？
I'm really damn excited, actually.
そうは見えませんけど。
She says with a little smile on her face as she takes off my clothes. But even as I let her take care of it, my thoughts wander somewhere else. And this is a little embarrassing for me to say, so keep that in mind.
はい。
Back at the beach, sorry for acting weird. I just got a little too excited over seeing you in a swimsuit.
ああ、あれですか。気にしてませんよ。
No, but you said I looked like a watchdog, remember? I didn't want to ruin the mood today.
むしろ、嬉しかったですよ。
You were happy to see your boyfriend glare at random people?
不機嫌というか、自分のものを取られないように警戒してる感じで、可愛いなぁと思いましたけど。
I'm cute.
それに、大切な人にそう思われるのは純粋に嬉しいです。以前から、殿方にセクハラをされるのが意味不明でしたが、リクさんなら嬉しいですし。
The embarrassment leaves me at a loss for words. She really struck a nerve.
リクさん？
Oh, sorry, Aurier. I know this is a delicate matter, so I didn't want to talk about it. But didn't you tell me about that before? That whole thing about you preferring people to leer at you instead of Kaguya.
ああ、はい。あれは姫様のことになるとつい。
I know that, but that's not what I mean.
というと？
It was that thing you said about your coworkers saying you have the type of body men crave or something. And I know it's all in the past, but just thinking about anyone looking at you like that, it just made me feel really upset. But I'm really sorry about acting like that over nothing. There, I said it. This talk is over.
確認よろしいでしょうか？
Are you really gonna make me talk about more of that? Are you really gonna make me talk more about this? I mean, I know it's unreasonable for me to just lay this all on you and tell you to forget. But, yeah, what is it?
何をもやもやしてるんですか？
Does she really want me to spell it out? Like I said, if they were telling you that you have a nice body, that meant they were probably looking at you in a sexual way. So that means you had co-workers looking at you like that, right? Just from imagining that, I just felt upset, okay?
はあ。
Why are you looking at me like that? It doesn't sound that crazy. Is this a misunderstanding thing?
同僚はほとんど女性でしたし、早く男つったらぐらいのことでしたね。
I fucking knew it. Really? I know it's stupid and petty of me, but I felt a bit of relief. It's hearing that. By the way, what if someone actually sexually harassed you?
すりつぶします。
I think I won't ask what exactly she would... think I won't ask what exactly she would crush.
というか、そんな不届き者は制裁します。これでも心得はありますので。
Right. You are the princess's attendant, I guess.
魔法もありますしね。
Right. Yeah, you do.
というわけで、安心しましたか？
She clings to my neck and quirks a playful smile. Yeah, more or less.
まだ奥歯に何か挟まってますね。ペ、しなさい。
To be honest, I might still feel a little uneasy.
そんな顔してます。リクさん。
She calls my name and kisses me.
キスしたのは、この唇が初めて。
She whispers into my ear, and she grabs hold of my hand and puts it over her breasts.
女性以外で胸を触ったのはこの手が初めて。気持ちよくさせられたのも、この手。
She presses her knee firmly against my crotch and plants a kiss on my neck.
首筋を見て、ドキッとしたのもこれが初めて。セックスしたい。一緒に気持ちよくなりたい。おちんちん入れてほしい。
Okay, well, I wasn't expecting another H scene in the side character route, but the fact that this is such a long fucking route, I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
そう思ったのは、全部、あなただけです。
Unnecessarily long, might I add.
他に、知りたいことはありますか？
No, I think I'm fine now. Thanks. Sorry for making you say this.
言わされてません。分かってほしいんです。あなたがどれだけ、私にとって特別か。それが、言葉で解決できるならいくらでもします。それでも足りないなら、別の方法で。私が、どれだけあなたを好きか、思い知らせます。
Orie.
そうやって、名前を呼んでくれるのも大好きです。
Kiss. I feel embarrassment, happiness, and pure love. I roll it all up together and give it to her in a kiss.
もっと舌出してください。絡めて。
As soon as we enter the room, we become entangled in more than one sense. Jesus Christ, I do not like these sounds. I embrace her tightly and we kiss with such fervor that our teeth graze each other at times, but we can't stop. It feels so exciting when you're the one kissing me.
私もゾリゾリと舌で撫でられるのドキドキします。
You can't really see examples of good kissing from videos, so I don't know if I'm doing it well.
キスは文字で勉強した方がためになると思います。
Really? I didn't figure you'd want to study that kind of thing.
私はそういう女です。
Is it because she wants to please me? Or herself? Maybe both. I don't know. It's probably a little of both. I felt the same way when I looked up loot stuff to do with her. And rather than worrying about it, I want more of her. With that desire burning in my chest, I reach for her breasts. Yeah, with that desire burning in my chest, I reach for hers, you know? Your boobs feel a little different with the swimsuit fabric.
そうですね。私も下着とは違って、薄布一枚だって感じがして、とても落ち着きません。
Yeah, I'm just massaging them and it feels like your nipples are about to spill out or something. Nipples specifically.
なたがいっぱい触れてるからです。
It's more open than a bra, and I can slip a hand inside easily. I caress her sides, slide my hand up her ribs, and slip a hand inside her swimsuit. Is the swimsuit too tight?
はい、少し窮屈ですけど、それも刺激になって。
I massage her tits and make her shudder by rubbing the ball of my thumb against her nipple. Her increasingly hot moans make me want to do more and more. I use my other hand to reach down her butt and slip it between her legs.
お尻なんて触って楽しいですか?
Duh, obviously. It just feels good to touch it. And it feels like I'm teasing my girlfriend in a swimsuit, so it's even hotter.
もう、バカ。
Did it hurt?
いえ、水着が引っ張られて、敏感なところに擦れて。
Oh, I see. If I pull here, it pulls on the front and rubs against her. Okay, it rubs against her clitoris a little. As soon as I realize that, I grab hold of the fabric firmly and pull.
こら、引っ張っちゃ。
I've seen this in hentai manga before. Does it actually feel good?
わかりません。食い込んで。でも、胸と一緒で。スイッチ入ってるとダメです。
Yeah. As I keep going, Oria tries to get away from me. She gyrates her hips to get them away from me, but it has the opposite effect. The way you stick out your hips makes it look like you want more.
そんなこと、ダメ。水着じゃなくて、ちゃんと手で。
Sorry, but it looks like this feels better for you.
またそうやって調子に乗って。ダメ。これグリグリ。
She's little squelching noises reach my ear. Whoa, she's this wet already.
ダメ。このままじゃ私。
It's okay. Let it happen. But let it happen off screen. I don't want this in the stream. 耳刺されちゃう。ダメ。早くしないで。I sense how Orie starts shuddering with more intensity. Just watching her experience so much pleasure makes me rock hard. I want to keep going a little more.
ダメって言ってる。
But Orie grips my arm, and while I was taken aback by her strength to react, she pushes me onto the bed. You really look great in that swimsuit. I wish I could look at you in it forever.
一周回ってシンプルな結論に至りましたね。
She says, patting my head lovingly as I wipe her clean.
そのことで、ずっと言おうと思ってたんですが。
ん？
私も、あなたが他の女性にそういう風に見られるのは、もやもやします。
Huh? Me?
海で何人かの女性に見られていましたよ。
I don't remember that.
それは、私も一緒です。誰かに見られていた自覚なんてありません。
I see.
つまり、お互い様ですよ。
The same, huh? So we were too focused on the other to notice our surroundings. Whoa. I don't know if that makes me feel embarrassed or happy. Wait, so that's why you were being so aggressive today?
私だって、 独占欲はあります。ダメじゃないでしょ。
Not at all.
あと、あの子と会って遊んでいいなって思って、ちょっと歯止めが外れていました。
Yep. We did have a pretty good time today.
うん。
We embrace each other again. I think we're still a little awkward when it comes to navigating our relationship. But I want to be with I want to be the one she always confides in. I want to stay with her forever.
もっとギューってしてください。
I'm sort of sticky. Are you sure?
ギュー。
You got it. It's a little embarrassing. But it isn't so bad.
早く洗わないといけませんね。
Yeah. The smell might stay if we don't do it soon.
それは大丈夫だと思いますが。でも、これからこの水着を着るたびに、今回のことを思い出してしまいそうです。
I might end up remembering every time I see it too. Yeah, no, I said that.
来年は絶対、新しいのを買いに行きましょう。
It sounds like a bit of a waste.
わかりました。この水着は、また要望があれば着ます。ですが、海には着ていきませんからね。
Fair enough. So it'll be our swimsuit for sex then. I'm sure she didn't quite mean to imply that with her wording, and I won't point it out. It really seems like Orie's evaluation of me as the pervert boyfriend has just increased in her mind. Not that she's wrong or anything.
また一つ、この部屋で意識してしまうことが増えました。
Right. I guess we did that thing with the tablet back then too.
はい。あの後、精液の匂いが残って、意識して大変でした。
You're the one who told me not to use the spray.
わかってます。でも、あんなに残ってるなんて思わなくて。換気だってして、何日も経って匂いがなくなってるはずなのに、ふとした瞬間に思い出してしまうんです。精液の匂いがする。あの人とエッチなことをしたんだなって。今回もまた思い出しちゃいそうです。
Well, if it gets hard to bear on your own, you can always call me. And, it doesn't have to be about that. You can call me whenever for anything, you know?
わかりました。
She embraces me again. Orie is so adorable when she lets her feelings shine through. Actually, I think I might be up for a second round. Or a third.
そうみたいですね。反応してます。あ、姫様からリーンです。帰宅の連絡ですね。もうすぐ電車が駅に着くそうです。
No. Crap. We need to clean up. We exchange looks and start frantically cleaning up.
Tenshi Souzou Reboot.
After spending our first summer as a couple, summer vacation approaches its end.
リクさんは子供が欲しいですか?
She asked me that question during one of our dates taking a walk in the park. I put away the bottle of tea I was casually drinking and turned to her. Thank God I managed to not spill it out from surprise. Can you ask why you're asking this?
もちろん将来的な話です。今すぐにどうこうということではありません。
Well, I guess I do want kids at some point.
よかったです。
And I guess you agreed to go out with me expecting that as well, right?
はい。ゆくゆくは家庭を持ちたいと思っています。
Yeah, me too. It sounds like we're on the same page, so it's a relief to hear that. Thank goodness. Phew.
もしかして私またこちらのセオリーを無視していましたか？
Not really. I just think I probably should have been the one to ask that first, personally.
すみません。どうお詫びすれば？
No, it's fine. I honestly hadn't thought about it as seriously as I should. But that doesn't mean I didn't think things through when I decided to date you.
わかっています。私もぼんやりと考えていただけなので、そう重く受け止めなくても。いや、受け止めますよね。
It's kind of our future, so it's a little different from just imagining stuff on our own.
そうですね。
Why are you looking away?
すみません。私、言われてようやく気づきました。一人の妄想に、リクさんを巻き込んでしまいました。
I want to hear where you're coming from. So let's just sit down and talk. Want a drink? Oria simply nods bashfully at my suggestion. We move over to a bench near the shade of a tree so we can talk. She fiddles with her bottle for a moment before finally opening up.
この前、海で遊びましたよね。迷子の子と一緒に。
Yeah, I remember that.
自分でも驚くくらいすごくはしゃいでて、ビーチバレーなんてあの子より夢中になってて。
That only made it more fun in the end.
はい。あの時、私がボールを遠くまで飛ばしてしまって、お二人が取りに行ったことがありましたよね。
Oh, really?
ありましたよ。波打ち際で浮かんでるボールがなかなか取れずに、先を競うように拾おうとしてました。
Yeah, I do remember that.
その姿を見て、思ったんです。ああ、私、この人の子供を産むんだろうなって。
Why?
わかりません。不意にそう思ったんですから。
I see. Well, I guess. She didn't say she wanted to either. She clearly said she's going to do it.
それを一度実感したら、ことあることにその妄想が溢れてきて、何度か夢に見たりして、恥ずかしいです。
No, I think it's normal.
私、自分で思っている以上にあなたのことが好きみたいです。
Thank you.
なんで顔を背けるんですか？
It's really hard not to. Damn it. Every time I let my guard down, she says something like this. How could she love me? How could she love me this much? Crap. I don't think I can keep myself from grinning like an absolute idiot. So you're imagining stuff and ended up asking me about it.
はい。さっきもふと想像して、リクさんにも確認しなくてはと思ったら聞いてました。
Oh, I see. So that's what you said. That's why you said something about delusions or whatever.
もっと我ながら考えなしでした。驚かせてすみません。
No, it's fine.
また顔をそらしてる。笑いすぎじゃないですか。
No, I'm sorry. I'm smiling like a donkey. She asked me if I wanted kids with the same casual tone you'd ask someone what they want for dinner. It only goes to show how Aurier's dream to have babies and create a family is so deeply ingrained in her. How could such an adorable person exist in this world?
で、ここからご相談です。
Huh? Why so serious now? You don't have to start making babies right now, right? Do you? You don't want to start making babies now, do you? Right now, do you?
いえ、そうではなくて。いや、それを見据えた話ではあります。
Really?
姫様に許可を取りたいと思います。
Huh? You need to get permission from your employer to have babies in Snue?
いえ、そうではなく、筋を通すというか、そっちの方です。
Oh, so you want to let her know about us since she's your employer?
雇われの身だからというよりは、姫様には機会を設けてきちんとお話ししておきたいのです。以前、姫様が突然帰ってきて慌てたことがあるじゃないですか。ああいうのは良くないなと思いまして。
Yeah, I agree with you there. You know, you've known each other for so long, so it'd be better to talk about it sooner rather than later.
はい。
Orie's relieved smile tells me she's really glad to have my support in this. Well, it probably would have been better to tell her before we actually became a couple.
では、姫様にお時間をいただけるか確認します。少々お待ちを。
Yeah, sure. Orie pulls out a smartphone and starts tapping away. She's already an expert at using her phone. It makes me feel a bit emotional when I look back at the time she used to ask me about every single little thing. We're finally telling Kaguya, huh? I wonder how we'll break it to her.
リクさん、姫様にお時間をいただけました。
Oh, that was quick. When are we doing it?
家に戻るのが夜なので、そこで一緒に夕飯でもと。
That soon?
こういったことは一刻も早い方が良いかと思ったのですが。
I mean, yeah, but I'm still not quite mentally ready to do this.
別日にしますか？
No, it's fine. Delaying it will only make it harder. Let's tell Kaguya about us.
はい。
We exchange nods, trying to support one another. That night, we decided to go to the apartment early, preparing dinner and wait for Kaguya. Once she comes back home, we all have a nice dinner together. And finally, the moment we were waiting for comes.
姫様、お伝えしたいことがございます。
あら、改まってどうしたの？
Orie finishes cleaning up after dinner, and then stands firm in front of her master. Such tension. I almost forgot she's actually her attendant. Seeing them like this reminds me that they're actually from a completely different world. After bowing her head, Orie straightens her back and begins.
私は先日よりこちらの谷風リクさんと恋人としてお付き合いをさせていただいております。
Kaguya simply stares at her in response. I could see in her gaze that she's urging Orie to continue.
自分は姫様の従者としてこちらに来ました。このような事態は褒められたものではありません。本件に関し、私、オリエ・ルバクは一切の弁明を放棄し、いかなる処分も受ける覚悟です。
Kaguya looks like she's waiting for something else. What exactly, however, is beyond my face reading abilities to decipher. Orie seems to be at a loss for what else to say as well. Kaguya, I'm sorry we didn't tell you before. But I'm serious about Orie and...
リク？そうじゃないでしょ？
Her steely gaze and firm tone make the air turn tense.
で？それだけ？他に言うことがあるでしょ？
姫様
We look at each other unsure of what Kaguya wants from us. We talked it over and decided to simply keep our heads down and not make any excuses, but we didn't anticipate this.
はあ、話は本当にそれでおしまい？
Is there anything else?
え？妊娠報告じゃないの？
I mean, he did come in her, but I don't think she got pregnant from it. What?
姫様、それはまだ早いです。それは時期が来たらまた改めて。
Orie?
もしかして、本当に付き合い始めたことの報告だけなの？はい。
ご報告ができてなかったので。
いや、そんなのいらないわよ。
ですが、黙ってるのは。
いや、リクがここにいて、一緒に料理を作って待ってる時点で、恋人なの確定じゃない。なら次に来るのは、どうせ、妊娠ぐらいなものでしょ？
Well, when you put it like that,
まさか、そんなにわかりやすかったなんて。
it was kind of obvious.
はあ、あまねの言ってた通りね。バレてないと思ってるのは本人たちだけか。
What about Amane? Wait, did everyone figure out about our relationship?
流星を見に行ったり、くるみの家でお泊まり会したり、あからさまに二人きりにしてる節がいっぱいあったでしょ？あれが全部偶然だと思ってたの
？I'm more surprised that neither of them were suspicious about any of those actions.
本当に気づいてなかったの？私、何度かリクとしっかりねとか言ってたでしょ？
いえ、からかっているものだとばかり。
私なりに応援していたのに、全然届いてなかったなんて。
Damn, Kaguya, I thought you knew your attendant more than this. Don't you know she prefers if you were, if she prefers you were direct about it? Supporting? So that means you approve of us dating?
許すわけないじゃない。
姫様。
Why?
そもそも、私が許す許さないとか、どこから出てきたのかしら？
それは。
Well, because Ori's your attendant, right?
それだけでしょ？親ならまだしも、私は雇用側の人間ってだけよ。
ですが。
あ、でもリク、一つ忠告しておくわ。
Fuck. I couldn't mute in time. Okay.
私の大事な親友に手を出したのだから、しっかり責任取って幸せにしなさい。
姫様。
Oh.
谷風陸の返事は？
Of course I will. You don't need to tell me twice.
だそうよ。よかったわね、オリエ。少なくとも私が証人よ。何かあれば。
Don't worry, you'll be a bridesmaid at our wedding.
姫様
Kaguya is taken by surprise when Orie throws herself into her arms. But she doesn't try to push her friend away, instead hugging her back.
姫様ありがとうございます。
だから、私に礼を言う必要はないから。ね。
私、勝手なことをして失望させてしまうとばかり。
そんなわけないじゃない。恋をして、それが実った。ほら、素敵なことしかないでしょ？でも、
姫様
は。もうその辺でおしまい。あんまりしつこいと気が変わって難癖つけるかもしれないわよ。
Teehee.
すみません、失礼いたしました。
Orie steps back and stands firm again. It looks like everything's right with them.
私、姫様に応援していただけていたなんて全然気づかずに。
Don't worry about it, Orie. I know you've had a lot on your mind ever since we started going out. No need to beat yourself over it too much.
リクさん。
あら、報告した途端、早速人前でのイチャイチャは解禁？
Well, it's not like they weren't openly flirting with each other on the beach in front of a child and her mom.
姫様何よ。
冗談。何はともあれ、二人ともおめでとう。幸せになりなさい。
姫様、ありがとうございます。
リクも頑張りなさいよ。スネーブ国としては、あなたの子種はいつでも待ってるから。
ああ、それは、そのうち。
もちろん、相手は私でもいいのよ。
Brother, stop with the teasing.
姫様。
オリエも頑張りなさい。
What am I supposed to say here? Threesome. But in the end, Kaguya, in her way, gave us her blessing. That means we're all fine. We're all fine now, right?
姫様、どこまで本気なんでしょうか。
I think she was joking. No need to think about it so much.
ですが、
Orie accompanies me on the way home. She keeps clinging to my arm, clearly feeling a little wary after Kogia's comments. I really don't think you should worry so much. And it's just the two of us now.
あ、そうでした。
That helps her relax a little. Orie seems brighter now that the worry of keeping our relationship a secret isn't hanging over her. Though I guess we'll have to live with Kaguya's teasing from now on.
しかし、先ほどは姫様の前で油断してしまいました。
She's probably thinking about breaking into She's probably talking about breaking into tears in front of her. You were crying because you were happy. Don't worry about it.
はい。一番祝福してほしい人にしていただけました。
Yeah. We intertwine our fingers and hold hands. Even on a humid summer night, her warmth always comforts me.
次は、リクさんの番ですね。
Huh? You mean like Amane?
もちろんです。もちろん、ご両親にもご挨拶をせねばなりません。
Wait, we don't have to go out. We don't have to go out of our way to do that, do we? It looks like they know already, remember?
ですが、やはりこういうことはしっかりとけじめをつけるのが肝心なんですよ。第一印象が悪いのは困ります。
Just give me some time to think first. Never mind telling Amane. I do want to introduce you to my parents.
はい、頑張りますので、よろしくお願いします。
Yeah. She lovingly nuzzles her cheek against my arm. Crap, she's too adorable. I missed my chance to take her to a love hotel. Though I'm sure she'd be fine with it if I invited her right now. But if she came back home late tonight, Kaguya would definitely notice. I think Kaguya has noticed quite a bit. Listen, I'm just saying, the smell of your seed in Orie's room was probably the biggest giveaway.
リクさん、スマホ鳴ってますよ。
Thanks. I check my message and see it's a message from Amane. Apparently, Kaguya invited her and our parents to a pizza party as a way to thank them for driving everyone to watch the media shower back then. She says that since they'll be out, I could make whatever for dinner.
大変です。私も戻っておもてなしをせねば。
No, wait. I grab a hold of her before she can run back to the apartment. She waited until we were gone to call them. I think Kaguya did that on purpose.
確かに。
So, why don't we take the chance she's giving us?
はい。
She gives me a bashful little nod. We then head home quickly, trying not to waste even 1 minute together. Really?
さっきから、ずっと胸ばっかりしてないで、キスも。
Brother, this is going on for too fucking long, man. I kiss Oreo in response to her protests. It's true that I've been feeling her up the moment we entered. I've been feeling her up the moment we entered my room. But there's simply no way I can stop myself. Did you really have to have 3 hate scenes? Did you really have a quota to fill in a fucking side character route? Where half of the route was fucking nothing? And only after you confessed to each other, you had something to do? It's just that feeling them with clothes on makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong. It really turns me on.
痴漢趣味ですか?
That's, one way of putting it. There's something special about doing things you'd never even think of doing normally with your girlfriend. And there's something incredibly sensual about doing it with clothes on. Those two things make it so I could sit here and touch her all night without getting tired.
もう本当に好きなんですね。
Of course I like making my girlfriend feel good. There's no way I could stop.
開き直った。
The way she laughs between moans is so erotic.
いつまでも服の上からでいいんですか?
I think I would if you let me.
今日公園でした話覚えてますか?
Yeah, about having kids.
私その気なんですよ。
Okay, you literally said it'd be too early to do it. It'd be too irresponsible to do it now.
なのにおっぱい触ってるだけで満足ですか?
Well, it would be irresponsible to do it now. You're being really proactive today.
それはあなたがじらすからですよ。
I didn't really mean to do that.
もう30分ぐらい胸を揉まれて、ずっと服の上から乳首いじめられて。
Whoa, was it really that long?
無意識とか重傷どうしましょう。私こんな人の赤ちゃん欲しいんだ。
No, please reconsider. I'm so sorry.
まあいいです。そんなに好きならこっちにも考えがあります。
Quirking, an impish smile, she adeptly unzips my pants. She manages to stimulate my dick while quickly pulling it out of my underwear. You're gonna use your hand? You've gotten really good at that.
初めてセックスする前からたくさん触ってますから、ちょっとツボは心得てます。
It's pretty good when you touch it with your gloves. It gives me really hard tingles. She gently strokes my dick. Okay, wait. If you jerk me off without saying anything, it feels like some kind of weird fetish thing. Well, you're the one who made it a weird fetish thing when you touched her, when you talked about how much you get turned on touching her tits through her clothes.
だって、さっきからずっと変態さんが変態なエッチをご希望みたいなので。
I really didn't mean it that way.
でも、今日はそういうのじゃないんですから。ほら、そこに座ってください。
She makes me sit at the edge of the bed, then kneels in front of me and unbuttons her blouse.
たくさん愛してもらえました。
After cleaning up, we lay together in bed, whispering sweet nothings to each other. I think I may have gone a little overboard just now, though.
全然平気ですよ。むしろ、あんなに求められて嬉しいです。
It really makes me happy that we want each other so much.
思い出さないでください。
But I'm serious, though.
だから恥ずかしいんです。
Embarrassing. But you're the one who keeps saying you love me when we say goodbye.
今、それ関係ありませんよね。
But it makes me really happy, though. If you're embarrassed, there's no need to force yourself.
それは別問題というか、言っておきたいんです。
Is it like a ritual or something?
いえ、ただ我が家の、いや、両親の真似なんです。
Gloria gently places her hand on my chest as she reminisces.
母がいつも寝る前や別れ際に言うんです。愛してるよ、大好きだよというような言葉を。父は恥ずかしいのか、時々でしたけど言ってくれました。
Your parents sound like wonderful, loving people. She gives me a small but resolute nod. I can feel the pure admiration and pride she has for her parents, and it makes me happy as well.
小さな頃は何も思ってませんでしたし、家ではそれが普通でした。でも、成長して他とは少し違うと気づいて、母になぜ言うのか尋ねたんです。
What did she say?
人は、最後に聞いた言葉を胸に眠るからだそうです。だから、一番伝えたいものを、ちゃんと相手に持たせてあげる。恥ずかしがる理由なんてない。だって、幸せそうな私の寝顔を見たら、明日も持たせてあげたくなるって。母はいつもそう言ってました。
Gloria gently caresses my hand with hers as she finishes her explanation.
だから、私も、リクさんに、そうしたいなって。家族以外でそう感じたのは、初めてです。
I see. Thank you. When I smile, she bashfully turns away from me.
以上、そういうことです。
So, you said that because the things you wanted to tell me the most? That's the thing you wanted to tell me the most? So she wanted me to go home knowing she loved me. It is true that every time we parted ways like that, I slept better than ever. I know it's a little late to say this, but I'm really happy I'm very happy you do it.
なら、よかったです。
I have to start saying it to catch up to you now.
無理に真似しなくていいですよ。
Not at all. If we're going to become a family, that's one thing. I want to imitate from your parents. If I can help you sleep better with my words, that'd make me really happy.
そんなこと言うと、大変ですよ。
Why?
私は今、ほとんど夜の別れ際だけですが、母は朝も夜も機会があれば言う人でした。きっと私も。
Yeah, I can see you saying it if you have the slightest excuse.
はい。だから、取り下げるなら今のうちですよ。
I think I understand what you meant by your dad feeling shy sometimes.
無理しなくていいです。そばにいてくれるだけで十分です。
She leans into me, resting her cheek on my shoulder. Her warmth and weight feels incredibly reassuring. I can feel her heat directly.
私は幸せ者です。素晴らしい出会いと主に恵まれて、あなたとこうしていられる。満ち足りている。
She says softly as if drifting into a peaceful sleep. Seeing that sweet angelic face, get it? Because this is angelic chaos. I understand what her mum must have felt like. Aurier.
リク。
We call each other's names and gaze into each other's eyes. And share a loving, gentle kiss. It's a light, sweet kiss. I love you, Aurier.
私も大好きです。
With her love filling my heart, I close my eyes as well. Really? Really? They didn't even bother with the credits. And I mean, sure, there weren't any fucking CGs, but still, they attribute the end of they attribute the end of the route to I don't even know how to say it. Right, but you know what I'm trying to get at. If there was anything else about that summer that I could say was of note, it'd probably be this day.
これで3冊目です。
Actually, I was so out of it because they didn't have any fucking credits that I forgot to talk about this route. Because for some reason I always talk about this route, even though I know that I always talk about the route at the end after the credits, even though I know there's always going to be an epilogue. So I can always wait until after the epilogue to talk about the route. But, you know, why change tradition now, you know? So, Aurier's route. What a fucking load of shit. What the fuck is this route? It's so bad. Like, the getting Riku and Aurier interested in each other is too fast, and then the whole process of getting them to like each other enough for them to actually get together was too fucking slow. And then the whole process of them being together was too fucking slow. Right? You could have cut half of the shit between the confession and the end of the route, and it wouldn't have changed anything. You could have cut half of the shit in between them getting close enough together that they would spend time together by themselves and the confession, and you wouldn't you wouldn't lose fucking anything. It's such a waste of time. It could have been a good route, right? They had the foundations of a good route of, oh, Aurier is a bit cold to Riku. Maybe we could have a route where neither of them really like each other at the start, and they will slowly, you know, they start off slowly talking to each other with the group around, right? Instead of having it immediately be like, oh, Riku wants to suddenly go to the fucking convenience store to help out Aurier for some reason, even though it's never something he would have done before, right? You could have slowly built up to that, but no, you have to immediately do that. And then it's like, okay, so there are essentially like there's a few processes. There are a few beats, I guess. There's the having Riku and Orie starting to get along together, right? And then it's Orie being comfortable enough with Riku to ask for help from him, right? In terms of, oh, she wants to get better at using technology, so she asks Riku for help, right? There was a lot you could have included more of that part, right? The in-between of Orie being comfortable enough to ask Riku for help with technology, and Orie and Riku becoming close enough to actually fucking talk to each other by themselves, right? And now you've got your basis for, oh, now I see why they would like each other, right? Because this is a slow burn route, right? Nothing much happens because they want you to get invested in the characters. But the problem is, it was fucking aimless from the start. And it could have been solved so much better if there wasn't just the whole fucking, they already at the start of the route were comfortable enough to talk to each other, right? You didn't need that part. You could have moved that further into the route and then cut off half of the section of them already being close enough to talk to each other one-on-one, right? Because it's less jarring if Orie starts developing feelings for him a lot quicker when she's fucking jerking him off every other day when he comes over to her place, right? Like, that's the other thing. They aren't just, whenever they're together, they're not just, Riku isn't just giving her tech tips, right? Like fucking Linus. They're actually doing stuff together that couples would do together. But it took them so fucking long for them to get to the actual point where they would become a couple. So, it's like, this route could have been good. And it just isn't. And I don't think it could ever be, no matter how my perspective on the route, on how my expectations of the route would be, or were. I don't know what I'm trying to say. She proudly shows off her new notepad. The last day of summer break before the academy's opening ceremony, we go shopping for stationery. Or rather, I'm just tagging along with Orie since she wants a new notepad. You're on your third one, huh? That's amazing.
もう大体の家電は動かせますよ。
There's not much I can teach you at this point. I've been still teaching her stuff since we started dating, but she's such a quick learner that I ran out of things to teach. She's adept at finding recipes on her own, looking up information about events and special sale dates at the local supermarket. As soon as she has her new notepad, we head to the food court.
少しだけお待ちください。すぐ終わらせますから。
Take your time. I can entertain myself with games and stuff. She prepares donuts and tea while I play with my smartphone, and then puts her old and new notepads side by side. She then starts copying things from the second notepad into the new one. I watch her copy her notes while munching on a donut. It's not much of a conversation. but it's fun to see her working so hard on something. Oh, you brought your first notepad too.
はい、急いでてついうっかり。
So you decided to show it off instead, huh?
バレバレでしたね。我ながら頑張ったなと思って。
Her smile is full of pride, but it seems like she wants praise as well. Naturally, I decide to be an attentive boyfriend and give her the praise she deserves. Yeah, I can see that. You worked really hard on that.
お褒めいただき光栄です、マスター。
Whoa. It's been a while since you called me that. She smiles, picking up the notepad. It feels like forever ago, huh? And back then, all we talked about was how to use electronics and stuff.
ええ、我ながら色気のない話だと思います。
I suppose, considering we're a couple now, you never know where life will take you. Mind if I take a look?
ええ、構いませんよ。
She gives me permission to look at the notepad while she finishes copying her notes. She's shown me her notepad several times, but this might be the first time I get to read it. I idly flip through the pages. The first thing I find is her notes on how to use induction stoves, then electronic payment methods, how to play online games, and even how to use video streaming sites. This brings back memories for sure. I come upon some very familiar topics as well. Orie, do you remember the pressure cooker?
ええ、教わった後、メモ帳の残りが少ないから、この2冊目を買いにここまで来ましたよね。
You think that was our first date?
どうでしょうか。難しいところですね。そういう意識はありませんでしたし。
Figures. It could go either way, I guess. I'm not childish enough to assert that an instance of a boy going out with a girl is a date. But I was feeling conscious, so maybe it felt like a date for me. My attention is drawn to a sticky note on the pressure cooker page. Well, there's a few pages left, so maybe she just added a note or something. Hey, Orie, did you forget to ask me about something?
いえ、今は特には。
Then what about this sticky note?
付箋？
The one on this page.
待ってください。
Lap pillow? Air cleaning, zoo aquarium, planetarium, library, mountain climbing, decorative light shopping, and a check mark right next to a line that reads "Playing at the beach." Orie, is this?
わかりますよね。
Yeah, sort of. This is probably a sticky note with a simple list of things she wanted to do with me. I close the notepad and give it back to Orie. Sorry, I didn't read all of it.
本当ですか？
Yeah, good thing you didn't see the second sticky note, because there were some raunchy things written on that one. Sorry, I read the whole page. I didn't read anything else.
信じます。ああ、うっかり存在を忘れるなんてありえない。
Seeing her so shaken up about it makes me really curious about what else she wrote. You know, doggy style, cowgirl, missionary. Oh wait, she probably put a check mark on that one. Mating press. Never mind. Can I ask a few questions?
受け付けません。
How about two?
一つだけなら。
Alright.
それで何が聞きたいんですか？
Orie stops copying her notes and directs a wary look at me. When did you write that? Before we started going out?
告白された日です。
Well, even though there's a bit left, I'll be right back.
Well, I got breakfast now, so, we have to get through this quickly then.
どうしても眠れなくて、自分の気持ちを整理する意味も込めて書きました。あなたとしたいことを思いつくままに。
Would you mind if I saw the whole list?
泣きます。
Also, that was a second question. That's a little overblown, don't you think? And that's a third question.
忘れてください。
That's a hard ask.
じゃあ、もう一個、いいですよ。
He already asked two more, I guess. That's the third one, fourth one.
2個聞きたいことがあったんですよね。それに答えます。その代わり、もう金輪際この件には触れないでください。
Okay. I can promise that. I'm not trying to bully you here or anything.
はあ、それで
Are all the things you wrote things you that we can actually do?
はい。非現実的なことはありません。
Alright, you won't hear more about it from me. But someday, when we've done all of them, remember to tell me about it, okay? And that's our fifth question. Or sixth.
それで、いいんですか？
Yeah, I'm not going to force you to show me your personal notes.
それもありますけど。
Oria gently caresses the cover of the first notepad.
一生かかるかもしれませんよ。
It sounds good to me.
本気ですか？
Yeah, we'll be together forever. So that's one more thing to look forward to.
本当にあなたという人は。ええ、わかりました。
She smiles, opens her notepad, and seems to check something off her list and closes it again. I'm not really sure what in the world that could have been. However,
やっぱり私、あなたが大好きです。
but it must have been something good, seeing how bright her smile is.
天使創造リブート。
Well, that was Oria's route. Thank God. Thank God for that. Christ. The worst part is that it's because there was only a single fucking CG that it felt even longer than it should have. Right? Because in the grand scheme of things, Orio's route isn't as long as Amane's or Noah's, but it's the fact that for a route that long, and for there to be one CG is criminal, right? But that's enough rambling on. Will it change my ranking of Orie? No. And you can blame the route for that one. But either way, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, a follow would be appreciated. And if you want to support me further, you could always subscribe, and that includes on YouTube. But yeah, I'm glad that I talked about most of my thoughts on the game before I got lunch, and now that I do, I'm going to eat it. But until next time, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and I will see you guys again next time. What? Whatever. See you guys in Fumika's route, I guess. Another side character route. I have no fucking hope for it, but whatever. Bye-bye.